Yeah, we recording. New setup, upgrade, same content, new arena.
Quick update. Today's pod, we discuss Status Anxiety. This is my personal favorite book, but we don't discuss it till way later in the pod. So just want to give that heads up. I didn't want people watching it and being like, when do they finally discuss the book? We discuss the book, but it's way later in the pod, so just stay tuned. But yeah, hope you guys liked today's video. Definitely was a lengthy pod. Good podcast.
Welcome to the pod. Is there any direction that you want to take this pod?
A great topic is the hoes. The hoes is always a great. Is always a great.
Is there something
topic.
about the hoes that you want to discuss?
I love women, but then sometimes I can't stand women. But the only reason why I can't stand women is when I go back into my old J.
What you mean?
Like a girl could do something,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, why'd you do that? Like you're degrading yourself. But it's like they do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They're stupid. Stupid.
That's
That's
what
monetizer.
That's what men are for, bro. For guidance. Oh, I forgot. This is for YouTube. But yeah.
Basically, they need instruction. They need some guidance.
Like it's a relationship, but it's like the man has to be the founder of the relationship. You made her your girlfriend, but you let her take charge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you give her your last name, but yet you acting as if you have her last name. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Niggas want the world, money. You're not even worth the street.
Do you feel like you have split personality or alter ego? When the cameras turn on, do you feel like you kind of enter into a different zone, or is it pretty much the same zone?
Well, man, that's the thing. It's like sometimes I know I need to turn it on, and sometimes it just naturally comes to me. Like it can naturally come to me at 11 o'clock at night, and I ain't got nothing to do.
Oh, my mama is entering me.
Come on now.
It's
now
really
it's leaving me.
Nah. But I ain't gonna lie, like, and that's really what it is energy. Cause when we started the pod, I felt low energy, and now it's starting to wake a nigga gang.
And this is why it's so important to be around people that have good energy, good vibes.
It's contagious.
That's why I feel like bitches, they like good vibes.
Oh, my mama.
Whether it be women or through men, it's
Brother,
like you gotta be a good vibe.
That's charisma. That's that energy. That's really what it is.
like when you have that good vibe about you, just it's infectious. Like,
My mama.
he's having a good time. I want to have a good time.
That's literally, yeah, that's all they want is fun. And everything that you think that girls want is simply just a way, it's a vehicle that drives them towards fun. So, you think girls like money?
Mm-hmm.
They really don't give a fuck about money.
It's a thing that they
But
can do.
typically, money makes it easier to have fun. It's a vehicle, but that can be used to drive towards fun. If you got money, you could just, surprise trip. Let's go to Disneyland. It can create fun very easily compared to when you don't have money. This one you got to get more creative. Or a fun time might just be the sexy guy who fucks her good. You see what I'm saying? Or a fun time might be like all they really want is fun. But people think they want this and want that. That's why they like funny guys. It evokes emotion, or like you discussed, that emotional roller coaster. It's fun compared to some that's stagnant. And I never really thought about it until Stephen A. Smith had discussed it when he was like, he makes a conscious effort to be conscious of how he's speaking. Being conscious of your vocal image.
Yeah.
People have a vocal image and they're not even realizing it. You're not putting any conscious effort
into the words.
into your vocal image. Tonality, how you're talking, this and that.
Vocal image, that's strong.
My mama.
That's
and
strong.
being conscious of your vocal image. And this is ultimately when you think of charisma. Is when you typically when you think of people that are charismatic, a lot of times it's their tonality.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they'll talk like this and then relax. And then this and that. And there's a way in which they talk. What's going on? Oh, how you doing? Like there's an energy, and it really is it's the vocal image.
That is true.
When you think of charisma, that's a big component to it, is the vocal aspect, the vocal element, the gift of gab.
Not only saying something, but how you say it.
How you say it is huge, it's major. That's the difference between monotone and somebody with the energy. That vocal image. Everyone's focused, and everyone, us included sometimes, but it's like we be so focused, people be so focused on their physical image that they abandon their vocal image.
Yes.
Whereas people with charisma, one thing that they've mastered is they've understand that it's not just about the physical image, it's about the vocal image. It's about how I say it.
I see it.
You feel what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Now look, I'm gonna say this to say this, because I dealt with this morning. So look, today is Sunday, right? I don't know when y'all gonna see this video, but y'all gonna see the video. If you're watching it live, you're gonna see it Sunday. If you're watching it on YouTube, you're gonna see it when you see it. Most likely probably whatever day. But to say this, my shorty went to go to church this morning, and I don't have a problem going to church. I told her, listen, when I come back from vacation, we go to church. I just want to make sure everything is structured up, so when when I come back, everything is good to go. I'm more of like a structured type of person. Everything has to fall into place for me to move forward. It can't be like everything's out of place here, and then I can just move forward. It just because you're bringing too much baggage with the moving forward. You feel me? So while I was on vacation, I did what I had to do to make sure everything was straight. So when I come back, be cool, right? Now, I told her like, okay, we're gonna start going to the gym. I came back. We didn't go to the gym when I came back. We didn't go to the gym this whole week. I was still on vacation this whole week, but I didn't go on vacation this whole week. So from Monday to Sunday today, no gym, right? No gym. But to say this now, he's saying the way you say things, the tone of the way you say things matters too, not just only your presentation. And I didn't mind waking up this morning to go to the gym. I mean, not the gym, to church. The thing is just like, she, like, I don't know what will be like clicking in here, but like, she doesn't see that like, sometimes you just don't need to yell. Cause the more you yell now, the more it's like, it's fuck you. Like honestly, it's fuck you. And this is how it goes. Because when you start yelling, you're fucking with my peace. Me personally, I don't yell. The way y'all see me speaking right now is how I speak on a regular. And then if I'm just not in the mood, or if I'm just don't really feel like speaking like this, I would tone it down a little bit, and I'd just be like, yeah, whatever. If you want to do that, it's cool. But I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm not whatever. It's just I tone it down because me using this voice, me using this tonality, if that's a word, is using too much energy out of me, right? But like her yelling, her cursing early in the morning, talking about if it was your friend, like I don't want to go now. I don't want to go. Lay the fuck down. I don't want to go. I'd say if you want to go, you can go. I'm not going. But it's like she doesn't understand that, like, bro.
I understand that.
But what was we? I say it.
I see it.
You feel what I'm saying?
I understand that. But
what was we talking about? Just to say, the whole split personalities, having alter ego.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like you have a alter ego or a split personality, or you dive into a different bag.
I feel like there's multiple me's, bro. But it's like you said, it goes to the energies.
Yeah.
If my energy is high, it's a heightened J. If my energy is low, it's a lower frequency J.
Exactly.
And then there's some instances where
and that's what she doesn't understand. Like I said again, if I tone it down to like, yo, like cool, you do that, whatever. Oh, are you mad at me? Are you sad? Are you this? No, it's just my energy is not there, and I'm like an energy person. And that's why I told y'all when I came to the stream, like I had to take a quick nap before I got into the stream, because I could have streamed before I took the nap, but like my energy would have never been there. I'd have been yawning and shit like that. So it's like I'd rather just re-energize and come back to y'all when I'm fully energized, so I could give y'all the best stream. But it's like for one person to say that they understand me and they know me. Like, it seems like she doesn't know me at all. And I'm honestly, like...
It's like I might see somebody, and it's like they have...
The less you know, the more you could see.
They have this...
Right.
Something that activates the charisma in Jay? Or
Yeah, it's like I see them, and it's like, it's my nigga. What's happening?
It's
you know
activated.
what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's activated, so it's like that's why it's so good to be around good people, because it's like you get to be having. It's like I look at and a lot of dudes, a lot of people go through this. Is like they work their 9 to 5s and they don't want to go home, and it's like I never want to feel like that in my life. I could be doing whatever it is that I'm doing, and I should feel good when I come home. Like I'm about to walk into a house of love. I'm about to walk into a house.
I enjoy where I'm going.
Yeah, it's like, but I know that there's a lot of people that don't enjoy where they're about to go,
Or even work. They hate going to work.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, the work thing, I could see, I mean, I can understand the work thing a little bit, because it's like, okay, you gotta pay bills, you gotta make shit shake, but your home, you feel me, your family, your girl, kids, whatever, it's like, you should never.
You should like that environment.
But I could agree, but to disagree though, because honestly, like me personally, when I be chilling, like if I go on like a little calm little mission, and whether it be a quick runs or a quick moves or whatnot, and it's time for me to come home, it's just like I don't want to come home. And it's not because like I just don't want to come home. Like I just like this environment doesn't make me feel at home. Like I don't feel like I can be at home. I like, and if you know, you know. But so but I could agree because like the home is supposed to be the home, you know what I'm saying, and you're not supposed to be like, oh, I don't know. It's a hit or miss for me, but overall I don't like. I'd rather stay roaming the streets all fucking day, all day until I'm tired, and then I come home to where I could sleep and then wake back up and then do what I gotta do to leave the house again. Like I just don't like. Come on, I don't like. Feeling like my home ain't no home. Like honestly.
There's no compromise when it comes to that. That has to be A1. Gotta be A1. But definitely multiple personalities. But I don't even know if that's multiple personalities. Because I feel like that's like a... When I hear multiple personalities, I hear like...
Schizophrenic?
Yeah, like that's like a...
Disorder?
Oh, they have multiple personalities, or the word, or the movie Split. Multiple personalities. One of them's this, and one of them's like a killer or some shit like that. It's like, it's demonized a little bit.
Yeah. But this goes back to when we talked about recreating yourself, 48 Laws of Power, but your identity is a fluid concept. You are whatever you choose to be. You can literally change your identity. And the crazy thing is different people, kind of like to what you just said, multiple identities, multiple personalities, but different people have a different perception of you. There are multiple versions of you out there that exist. If you ask my mom who is Zeb, you'll get a different answer than if you was asked one of the fans who is Zeb, than if you was asked my girl who was Zeb, than if you was asked Jay who was Zeb, because people are seeing different aspects of you. There are multiple versions of you out there. Which version do you see yourself kind of walking in on the daily? That should be ideally the best version. But sometimes people get stuck in a negative version, or a version of them that's not really that. And even, I've noticed this even with the YouTube shit. Like, we're the same people, but because now we have success in this field, it's like we're getting treated completely differently. Meaning, it's like a lion who's in the water and he's not really a good swimmer. It's not his environment. So it's like, in this environment, they were laughing at you. Oh, you're not a good swimmer. So you felt like, oh, I'm a nobody.
Yeah.
But then when you got to the jungle, you realized, nigga, I'm the king of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so it's crazy how the environment, you're the same, but the environment you in, you blossom in this environment. In this environment, you were demonized or looked down on. You just realize this with success. A lot of times you starting off a channel and people laughing at you, or, oh, this nigga's corny, or this nigga's this. And then once it blows, now all of a sudden, I always knew he was gonna make it, or, oh, he's such a hard worker, or, oh, this and that. And now the whole narrative changed. Always knew this nigga's corny, or this nigga. Times you starting off a channel and people laugh. You just realize this with success. A lot of times you were demonized or looked down. The environment you in, you blossom in this environment. In this environment, you were demonized or looked down on.
Now look, there's another thing too, where she likes to bring up, like, and bro, it's honestly like so fucking annoying. Like, honestly, so fucking annoying. Like, when I mean so fucking annoying, so annoying. She'll be like even this morning, like I said, oh, but if that was your friend wanting to go to church, you would hop, skip, and jump to go with her. And it's like, I don't understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, you don't understand where you're coming from. And the reason why I would hop, skip, and jump to do anything with said person, whether it's my friend, whether it's those other bitches that you like to mention, is because in that environment, it's calm, it's peaceful, it's quiet, it's not too much yelling, it's not too much cursing, it's not like, it's calm. Everything's calm. I like peace. And with you on this hand, it's like, I'm honestly, bro, you know what I'm saying? But in the environment with you, it just comes down to, like, I wouldn't say it's chaos, but you're always like yelling when you're not getting your point across. Like, you don't have to just talk. I'm a human being. Talk to me. And that's the same thing I'll be saying to my aunt. My aunt loves to yell. I could be standing right here. This is my aunt. We could be right here, and she's yelling. There's no need for you to yell. We're literally right in front of each other. Why are you yelling? I hate yelling. I don't like that. It just, like, it triggers a whole different side of me. And for you to yell in the early Sunday morning, cursing, talking about, oh, you don't want to, and then, like, no, it's not. I don't feel at peace. I don't feel at peace at all. I don't feel that. And cool, granted, she might say, like, these things that I have to work on myself for her, and I don't mind working on them, but, like, I don't know, bro.
You just realize this with success,
Oh,
a lot
I
of
say.
times you starting off a channel and people laughing at you, or oh, this nigga's corny, or this nigga's this. And then once it blows, now all of a sudden, I always knew he was gonna make it, or oh, he's such a hard worker, or oh, this and that. And now the whole narrative changes. But it's like you found there's a community of people who fuck with you and you didn't realize it.
Yeah.
You didn't realize there's a community of people who fuck with you just like nigga. And so that's why, I don't know, the success and shit, it just makes you realize, like, bruh.
I could definitely see I could definitely see that. I picture, like, let's say somebody who's making music or even a YouTube channel, and you tell people about it, you're excited, but they kind of like are laughing at you, or you're not gonna make it, blah blah blah, all those type of shits. And it's like then niggas end up making it. It's like, I went to high school with him. Me and him was boys. So
that's another thing too. Sorry to keep pausing it, but I'm in this like business right now, right? And I honestly, currently, I don't have a job right now. Niggas give me the boot. I've been jobless since. Technically, if you want to be technical, I've been jobless since like New Year. Since like December-ish. I've been jobless because I went from niggas giving me the boot at the post office. Then I went to UPS, and UPS was just doing some bullshit. You know, one thing about me, I don't play with my money, and there's that. They were doing some bullshit. I had to cut that down. So basically, I was jobless since like the New Year, right? Or February, say like end of December, New Year-ish, whatever. So but I've been making ends meet. Don't worry, I haven't make ends meet. I just know I'm making ends meet. But I'm in this business thing, right? Job, business, towards everything, right? That's what I said. Quality water, right? Now the business thing that I'm doing, it has wellness products like nutrients. Well, I would say vitamins, protein shakes, just basically supplements and shit like that, right? And then there's another side where like they have the beauty side, where it's like fragrance and makeup and all that extra, and then it's like home stuff like toothpaste, toothbrush, you feel me? Floss and mouthwash, all that extra shit, and then there's like vacuum cleaners, basically stuff for your body and for your house. You put it like this. So like vitamins for your body and stuff like that, and for your house, right? But to say this, listen. You make money. How you make money in the business is you have your clients, you have your network / team. You build your clients, you build your network. Both of those revenues, both of those little parts, you make money, right? Money here, money here. Now, I have yet to start building my team. I'm slowly. I got pushed back a little bit just because of some bullshit, and I kind of like fucking my own mental. But sometimes you gotta go past that. So I'm trying to build my clientele right now, right? Now, all I need is like 5 strong people. 5 strong people on a month to month basis, right? You could even order $50 in products every month. $50 will not kill a person. Would not kill a person. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. Now you're damn near saving me an extra 250 right there. Because now all I have to do is spend like a 300 to 350, and I'll reach my certain quota for the month. My certain quota for the month is 150, right? And I send it out to my loctician. Send it to my aunt, send it to my mom, send it out to this person, send it out to that other person. Oh, I'm gonna look into it, and it's like, niggas ain't support me. Now, granted, I don't need the support. I don't need the support from the people that I send, because just know, when I get the support, I'm gonna get the support, and the support is gonna be strong. But it comes to a point, and that's what I was telling my cousin a couple days ago. When you make it, that's when they start to say, like, oh, I was supporting him from here. I knew him from here. I should have been doing this from there. And no, I don't need your help now. I'm good.
And it just makes you really realize, like, sometimes you don't even realize you truly are the greatest. And that's why, nigga, I just noticed this even, like, let's say, for example, like when I worked at either Burger King, or when I worked
and
at
even
the fire.
And like even like too, like I said again, all I need is a strong 5 people to do a month to month purchase. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, through the year. month to month, right? Everybody brushes their teeth. You can buy toothpaste from me. Everybody uses mouthwash. You can buy mouthwash from me. Or maybe if you don't, you don't. But still, somebody in your house uses mouthwash. Okay. Toothpaste, toothbrush, floss. Okay, cool. Cool. Everybody drinks water. Like I said, the case of water is kind of expensive though. But everybody drinks water. You can buy just a case. Like, everybody has vitamins. Everybody uses their vitamins. If you don't, get on it. Like smaller things. You clean your bathroom with vacuum cleaner. Just instead of buying vacuum cleaner from the store, buy from me. You wash your clothes with laundry detergent. Instead of buying laundry detergent from them, buy it from me. Like, simple little things. Simple little things, bro. Okay, this person could buy laundry detergent, toothpaste, and mouthwash. Just those 3 purchases, and I'll be fine. And if you do it on a consistent basis, on a month-to-month basis, not even consistent, a month-to-month basis, every start of the month or every middle of the month, or whatever, however much you do it, then cool. Okay, one person buys a detergent, one person buys vitamin D vitamins and sleeping gummies. Detergent, sleeping gummies, vitamin D. That's like, bro, small little things, but niggas, I don't know, bro.
Fire station or let's say the fire station. This is a good example because when I was at the fire station was when we started blowing up, and it's like in this world at the fire station, I'm on the bottom of the food chain because I'm an intern. And I hated that feeling of like every day I had to look busy. I had to clean up after everyone. I was the bottom of the food chain. I had to seem extra respectful and this and that and wake up before everybody, sleep the latest. And it was just always, I was in this world where I'm on the bottom of the food chain and I'm constantly fighting for other people's validation. And it's like, in this world, you the boss, the firefighters and shit. But it's like, nigga, in the real world, once we get off this fire station, I'm King Kong. I'm the king. And so it's like I was living in this duality world where in this world, in the regular real world, nigga, I'm on the top. I'm knocking hella hoes, this and that, living my best life. And then I go in this world and it's like, it's kind of like trading places. You seen that, or what's that movie where he came over as a king with Eddie Murphy?
Coming to America?
Yeah, where it's like, you're a king, but now you're in this environment, but I don't really remember that movie that much. But you get what I'm saying? The duality of it?
Yeah.
And so I just really realized you're just a title in this world. It's like, what's your title? And that's how the world sees you. Like in that world, I'm an intern. That's the title. That's the title I carry. That's the role I play. But in this world, the role I play is, oh, he's the cool YouTuber, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And so depending on your role is kind of determines how you live. And a lot of times people are in this role that it's not that you're trash or you're terrible. It's like you're in a bad role. You got to figure out a way to switch roles. I even heard this one clean ass quote. I forget where or when, but it was something to the effect of, like, I'm going to try to look for the exact quote, but you see what I'm saying over there?
Yeah.
The duality, all this shit, and how, or it reminds me of like even police, when they got that badge on, they feel like the king. They feel like they could do whatever they want.
Bark orders and all that kind of. Yeah.
But once you take that badge off, nigga, you ain't nobody.
Yeah.
And so it's like the secret is to find a way. This is when you escape the rat race where I forever got this badge on. My regular life is I'm always got a badge on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not just the 8 hours I'm at work as a police officer, but our day to day is just we're living our best life. I'm gonna try to find that quote, but
I feel like they.
That's like another thing what I'm gonna tell you too. Honestly, some people do like to work, and granted, if you like to work, that's on you. But I know everybody's overall goal is to not work or to have the money work for themselves. Honestly, what I'll tell you, you like whatever you're doing, invest in it because the new year just started. We're in February. Today's February 9th to be exact, and I already been on 2 trips this year. Like I said again, I don't have a job, but I'm making ends meet, right? Regardless. And I would even say 3 trips because I'm gonna count the cruise as the cruise was damn near 2024, but still, it damn near like felt to me like it was this year. And it's December, January, February, literally three different months, right? But the concept of like going away and not having to worry about a job, or not having to worry about, oh, when I come back, or not having to worry about like, oh, I gotta come back and go to it, clocking in this place and clocking in this place and clocking in that place, just the best feeling ever. And like, you need to fight for your freedom. Like, every single day you wake up, you need to fight for the freedom. Because like I said again, when I came up, when I was just on vacation, just like been there 2-3 days ago, I was on vacation, and it came down to like, bro, it just like, honestly, it just felt like I didn't even have to leave. If I didn't want to leave, I didn't have to leave. To be honest, like I was just there vibing, literally just vibing, like just vibing, chilling in the motherland. It's hot as hell. You just all you can do is eat and live and sleep and wake up the next day and do the same thing. That's just, to me, that's life. That's freedom. That's, if I had a job, I couldn't be doing this. I'd have to ask my manager or my boss, can I go on vacation this? Can I go on vacation this day? Can I go on vacation that day? I can't go on vacation back to back to back. Hell no, it doesn't work like that. You know, but hey, like I said, whatever you put your mind to, you could do it. Just gotta grind. You gotta grind. You gotta grind.
To play off like the police officer thing and having like different roles and all that, because some would say that some people become police officers because they never had power in their life, or they never had, you know what I'm trying to say? Like they never had power in their life, so they wanted to gain a badge to like try to enforce shit. But it comes from a place of insecurity. And then you could say, entertainers and people who want to become, well, this is what they try to say, but I feel like you can tell the people that never had a good positive relationship with women when they were younger, and then when they become successful, they just start doing crazy shit to girls. Off camera, this is how I look at like, you didn't have success with girls coming up at like a young age, maybe middle school, high school, whatever. Even if you weren't fucking, you just didn't have like a good. And as soon as you got on, you start doing all the weird shit of. But then I also understand of like, what's that T Grizzly song, bitch? You wasn't with me when I had them blues on. So now we get done fucking put your shoes on.
Yeah, that's that T Grizzly First Day Out.
Yeah, it's like that's a clean ass quote, and it's like I understand that. Like, you wasn't with me when I was down. Now that I'm up, bitch, go put your shoes on. Like, I'm bull, but nah, yeah, all this shit, all this whole thing of life, that's one thing, realizing having kids and all that kind of shit is like, how do you want to raise them? It's like, for example, you have a son. Do you want to raise your son to be like you? What you went through is gonna, like, you and your son are gonna have two completely different lives. You can't put him in the shoes that you were brought up in. So it's like, yeah, you could try, but it's like, he's not gonna go through the hardship or the good things in life that you went through. But just tell you found the quote.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking for it, but I can't find that shit. Man. The thing was discussing, I can't find it, but kind of like I mentioned, you're the role that you play. I'm an intern here, so I'm like playing by these rules and this and that. And it's like, I know I'm a winner. I'm just in a losing environment. I'm in a losing system. Kind of like the lion in the water. That's not your environment, or like a bird trying to swim. That's not your environment. I've always felt like that. Like, I know I'm nigga the truth, but I'm just, this ain't my environment.
Yeah.
And then going back to the revolutionary thing that I just realized, which is just none of this shit matters.
What you mean? Like, when you die, none of this shit matters what you did?
Nah, like, I just realized everything is just perception. Like, none of it matters. Like, I'm the same person, but now, oh, you got 1 million subscribers, this and that. People look at you, treat you differently. But I haven't changed. It's just like, because of the role that I play, the world is treating me this way. And this is why I be trying to empower the people. Like, nigga, you're the greatest. But people are place so much of their attention on everybody else that they don't really realize, my nigga, you're the greatest.
Focus on you.
I promise you. Like, the same way you look up to these celebrities, it's like, nigga, that's how you should feel about yourself. But a lot of times they're so busy trying to fill up their cup, they don't even realize it. Like, nigga, the cup is already full. That's why, nigga, my favorite song is Love Yours, J. Cole, because it's like, nigga, that's really everything. Like,
people are looking for too much external things. They need to look for them within. But maybe they don't like where they're at right now, Zeb, so they need to work hard at it, and they want the blueprint.
No, yeah, you definitely, and that's the thing about it's like, you have to get the perceived value. I don't want to go too much on the tangent. I know I be doing, nigga.
But I want to know the answer to that question. How can your cup all of a sudden be half full, half empty, completely empty? Like, what are some events that could happen, and it's like, okay, you got your YouTube channel deleted. That clearly didn't do it.
I think what happens is,
like, say all of a sudden niggas just
so deep.
What if everything just falls off? Niggas start getting 10K views on every video. Bitches ain't flocking no more. Niggas ain't saying what's up no more. It's like,
you know how nigga, you know how your environment rubs off on you? And we all know this. We were just talking about how, oh, magnetic people in the environment. You get around a certain environment and it affects you. Yeah. Basically, to answer that question is like, once your reality, once the environment, the world you live in sucks for an extended period of time. And I think this is kind of what happens with, let's say, the cool kids in high school. It's like, you were the cool kid, you start college, you still have that mentality or the internal, I'm the cool kid. And after years and years and years of not being cool, going back to, like I said, you're in a different environment. Now you're in the real world. In the high school world, you were cool, just like with the badge or with the firefighter office. But in this world, you're no longer, you don't have that role. You're no longer that. And it takes time, but it slowly chips away at you to where now, and you see this type of shit all the time where it's like, they've been humbled.
Yeah.
And you'll see somebody who used to be that guy and it's like, he's hella humble now. He's hella regular. He doesn't have that same arrogance. He doesn't have that same confidence.
Yeah.
Because it's like he lost it. And this goes back to like, is it in you? Is it on you? But it's like you can develop those qualities, but you can also lose them. And it's like a slow grind for some people. Some people could lose it like this. They lose their channel, they lose their money, and it's like it instantly lose it. But that's why, like, nigga, when this shit is really you,
it can't leave. But it can leave, brother. That's the thing. It can leave. It's like you said, if one day sucks and your one day turns into a year, that shit's gonna affect you. You're in a terrible position. But it's also like you said, it's like you're losing, but you know that you're a winner. I'm a winner in a losing situation or in a losing false reality, some would say. But yeah.
it really just depends on your perception of yourself. It's like Jordan. Even if he can't shoot a 3 anymore, it's like, I know, nigga, I'm the truth.
Yeah.
Or going back with the bitches, it's like, even if, nigga, I fall off with the bitches and can't knock hoes, it's like, I just have this internal confidence because I've succeeded so much, even if it was a short period of time or a long period of time, but it's formulated this foundation of confidence. It's like, it's cemented.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's me too. I ain't gonna lie. I've been at the game for a minute. When it comes to relationships, I've been at the game since 2019. When it comes to speaking to new hoes, I've been at the game since I was cool there. I've been at the game since a new hoe. I don't know, bro. Maybe as a recent, but that was a little 1, 2, 3 bust down. Like, I don't even consider that's not even a long-term hoe right there. But as a recent, yeah. But if we're talking about like where she's like a long-term hoe, maybe since like 20. I couldn't even tell y'all. But it's always been in me though. Like, it's always gonna be in me regardless, because I've been doing this and I'm gonna continue to been doing this even after whatever situation happens and shit like that. Like, that's just me. It's always gonna be in me. It's all, like he said, it's cemented in you. I say like 2020, 2023, like summer-ish. Not even before summer-ish, before summer, and then like after summer until like my birthday. My birthday is in September. Around then is when, like, I'm trying to like look at the pictures and remember. Around then is where I'm like, yeah, like those days are done for me. It's not necessarily done, but I don't really like. I don't really be moved anymore. Females don't move me. Females don't really like. And as I get older, like it's more of just, what do you add to my life? And I've been thinking about this when I was younger. I've been thinking like this when I was younger. But like the more I get older, it's like, what do you do for me? What do you bring into my life? And the females that I've encountered for the past 2025 and before, 2024 and before, 2023 and before, like, they don't really bring nothing to my life other than pussy. I'm honestly being honest. Like, I'm telling you, nothing. Like, and that's why I don't really just care. I don't really care to talk to females. And that's why, like I said, 2023, before summer, and after summer, up to my birthday is when they just had to go. Like, I don't really care for it anymore. I don't really care for pussy in the first place, 1. And 2, like, if you only gonna call me pussy, I might as well just not care for you. And yeah, that's how I really been.
Like, I'm just confident because of this. It's like, nigga, the cup is full. It made me realize, like, nigga, for example, the cool kids in high school, how some people, they've had that experience at a young age, and so it's just cemented. Kind of like the bad bitch who gets fat, but she still has that arrogance. It's like she's had that experience at an early age of being that guy, that girl, to where it's like, it's her now. it's cemented within her. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the baddest bitch, whether
Yeah.
I'm fat or not.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminds me of that, where I could fall off, I could get fat, and I still have, I'm the truth. It's like, it's solidified, like my cup is full. I filled my cup with external validation, and that's why I say, I truly believe confidence comes from validation. It comes from external validation, and that's why it's like the many accomplishments. As you do these things, you become more confident. Let's just say shooting a basketball, as you make it, the more you make it,
Yeah.
you just naturally become more confident. It don't matter what it is, nigga, anything that you're confident in, even if you're just, oh, I'm good looking, that came from something, whether it be a girl looking at you. That is a little dose of external validation to it, just reminds you, oh, I'm good looking. And when it happens so many times,
Yeah.
you just develop this, I'm confident in how I look.
Yeah.
To where it gets to a point to where the cup is full.
Yeah.
It kind of maxes out. You kind of get where I'm going.
You got a huge cup, is what you're saying. You got one of them 20-liter cups.
Not even talking about me specifically. I'm just talking about like that frame of mind and
Yeah.
that arrogance that's permanent.
Yeah, that's why that also, to go back to the hoses, that's where some dudes that quote unquote make it successful could fuck up with women, is they put too much emphasis on their YouTube channel on being successful, or them being a movie star, or how much money they have, what cars they have, the jewelry they have, and then it's like once one of those things leaves, is like
They feel like they're gone.
it's like their
Yeah.
armor's off of them. She just looks at you differently. I remember you said in the pod, and I could attest to it, is like, our girls don't really know, like, they don't 100% know all the successes that niggas have.
Yeah, they don't know how much money we got. They don't know this and that.
So it's like, that's never been an emphasis, so it should never be
it's
a
not something
problem.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's like something that is emphasized and is no longer there, it becomes a problem.
Right.
It's like a girl who emphasizes her beauty all the time, then she hits a certain age, she's no longer beautiful, and now you could just see that she's insecure, or the dude that she's with doesn't treat her the way that she used to, because you're no longer beautiful. You put so much emphasis on your sexuality, you're no longer sexy. So it's like, of course you're gonna be treated differently. That's why I feel like a lot of girls fuck up, is they always put so much emphasis on sex. I want to hold out and this and that. They put so much emphasis on the sex to where it's like, once the guy has sex with you, you can't even be mad at him for wanting to leave. It's like, he got what he finally achieved. He's no longer interested. But I mean, I can see how it goes both ways. But
That's like another thing too, where I don't know why the females be holding off on the box. Like, just give me the box first day. Like, first day, meet me, you give me the box, because then that determines on like honesty if I'm gonna stay or not. Like, honestly, like, I'm being honest. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all, and guys might disagree with me with this topic or this opinion, but we know from the first day of me meeting you, from the first day of me texting you, from the first day of me calling you, we know that, like, what is the potential between us. So this could be like, okay, I meet you the first day, we could be a friend. I meet you the first day, I could cuff you. I meet you the first day, you just a bust down. I'm here to knock boots and boots only. Niggas know from the first time meeting you. So niggas that be saying, oh, I don't know, you gotta give me some time. No, bro, no. Even like my current friend that I have, the first day me meeting her, not like in real life, but I'm saying like the first day of like us interacting over text and whatnot, I knew right there I just wanted her to be a friend. I don't want to kill. I don't see you as, I don't want to cuff. I'm good. I'm great. I just want you to be my friend, and that's it. And that's what we've been on, some friend type thing. You know what I mean? But niggas know, and niggas have to play like they don't know. So with a bitch holding off in the box, just give me the box. Because okay, in my head, I might say, yeah, okay, I just want you to be a friend. Then you give me the box, and he's like, nah, I don't want the box. So now you know, like, okay, so why don't you want the box? Oh, because I just want to be your friend. Now you know, okay, he just wants to be my friend. Okay, cool, nigga, you might get the nigga box, and he kills, and then he's like, we could just be fuck buddies. Like, the box isn't too far, so he just want to be fuck buddies, and that's that. Or he might get a box, and the box could be good, could be bad. But he's like, I still want to cuff you. Niggas know, bro. So just give me the box off rip. Stop on that pussy.
But yeah, that was one of the things.
I know what you're talking about. Like, if you're not leading with money, obviously she knows, okay, he's financially secure. We're not struggling.
Yeah.
But because he's not leading with money, I'm not valuing the money.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons I even emphasize when niggas say shit like, oh, a man's supposed to do this, supposed to pay all the bills. Is you're putting yourself in a position to where it can be weaponized against you. What happens if you lose your job? What happens if, nigga, you stop making good money? What happens if, nigga, nigga, she hits the lottery tomorrow. Is she now the boss because she has more money? Are you less of a man because you need a little bit of help? And that's why, like I say, it's like when you don't lead with that, it can't be weaponized against you.
Yeah.
And one thing, we will get back in that bag, but one thing too, just to finish off my whole, when I was like, that arrogance can stay with you. Basically, the point I'm getting at in all of this is like, I really think everything revolves around your identity. Like, how do you identify? How do you see yourself? Remember how we discussed earlier, there's multiple personalities or multiple you. People have different perceptions of you. Ultimately, and this is what confidence is what's your perception of yourself? What's your identity?
Yeah.
And just like how some people can have that positive identity of they were the bad bitch in high school, now that they're fat, but they still have a bad bitch mentality. Like, I'm a bad bitch. I'm the truth.
Yeah.
A lot of people, it's the flip. They were a nerd. They were a goofy. They were a loser. And so even if they get the success, they still have the identity of that. And it reminds me, even when you mentioned, oh boy, let's do this weird shit to get the bitches. I think that's a lot of times what it is. It's like, you have the identity still of this. You still have this old identity. And until you switch the identity, you're still that.
Yeah.
But going back to what you said, yeah, that's totally true. Like, if you're not leading with that, it can't be weaponized against you, and it's not necessarily valued because you're not leading with it.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Like, you're teaching her what to value. You're teaching her what to fuck with. That's why even listening to certain music, you're teaching her what to value. You're teaching her what to fuck with. You're essentially pedestalizing it, whether you realize it or not, just by you giving attention to it. Your attention is your greatest currency. You're paying it. You're paying it attention. You pay attention to this. If you was investing hella money into this thing, she would go, oh my God, what is that? So imagine if you investing hella your attention into this. Oh, what is that? Your attention is more valuable than your money.
Yeah.
So if you was putting all the money in your bank account on this, on this YouTuber, it's gonna make her go, who is this YouTuber for him to be paying all this money to this YouTuber? So just imagine when you paying attention, it's hella situations we didn't knock niggas bitches. Oh, my ex used to watch you. Oh, my ex used to watch your shit. Oh, my. Not realizing you're pedestalizing them.
Yep.
You listen to all these niggas' music and this and that.
That made it easy for the kill. That kill was stupid easy, for sure.
And you're pedestalizing them.
Yeah.
So this shit gets so deep. But this is why, going back to nigga the pimping, going back to everything, it's just understanding, nigga, the power is you, not devaluing yourself, not prioritizing no nigga over yourself.
And what you just now said is like, I could see and I can understand this argument of, well, nigga, if I can't watch what I want to watch or listen to, I want to listen to around the girl, is like, I'm not being my true genuine self. If I want to listen to gangster music, or if I want to watch the minorities in front of her, I should be able to do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, now I'm not doing that because I'm afraid that she's gonna treat me differently or look at life differently. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like you lose a sense of authenticity, I guess that you can say to whatever lifestyle that you live in. But it's like you said, the pimping is like, nigga, there's no problem listening to that kind of music or watching the minorities, but be selective when you do consume it.
Yeah, niggas just gotta be mindful. Like, niggas just gotta understand life. And a lot of times, too, it really just depends also on her perception of you. Because depending on how she perceives you, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Meaning, if you're, nigga, let's just say you're LeBron James. You have the perceived value of, this nigga's the greatest.
Yeah.
He can do a lot of shit, watch us forever, this and that. And it's like, she doesn't see us as better than him because she just goes, you're not better than him.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he fucks with your shit, but I'm with the winner. And so in the same regard, that's why I say everything is perception. If you have the perceived value, you can listen to all that shit. And this is why it embodies every element of your life. And when she knows deep down, like, you don't look up to Drake. You don't pedestalize Drake.
Yeah.
You see yourself as better than Drake.
Yeah.
And this is why I say confidence is king. Your confidence is ultimately how she truly measures you. When you truly had that arrogance and that confidence, that's everything. You're essentially saying, nigga, I'm better than Drake. Yeah, that nigga make clean ass music. Yeah, he got more money. Yeah, he might even be fucking more bitches. But nigga, I'm better. I'm just the best.
Yeah.
You have to embody that. And when you truly embody that and she truly knows that, then you can do all that shit. Because you're truly player and you're behaving high value. You're behaving as the best. So nigga, I can listen to a nigga whole music, and it's the thing. A nigga can knock the bitch. I don't care. When she knows that, you're not just saying that, but you truly live that. Like, nigga, oh, you could have that. He could have the bitch. Then she knows, nigga, this nigga's the prize. Like, he is high value. He's the embodiment of this shit. So that's why I say it gets so deep, because nigga, you want to ultimately get to a position. That's why I say if you can't leave her, you can't lead her until you reach that supreme confidence of, nigga, I don't care if the nigga took the bitch. You can have her.
I ain't gonna lie, that might be the greatest gift that you can give to the relationship. Is in her mind, she knows that if I were to walk away, what would he do? He wouldn't do anything.
Brother,
Oh, I gotta stay now.
not even do anything is in there.
That part, honestly, and this is not even like a y'all niggas should do this and anything, but this is what I do. Cause me personally, I didn't give a fuck when you was here. I didn't give a fuck when you not gonna be here. I just don't give a fuck at all. So if you wanna leave, leave, bitch. The floor is fucking yours. The door is right there. I'm not scared for you to leave, bitch. You gotta understand. I've been me before you came. I'm still gonna be me after you come in my life. And once you leave, I'm still gonna be me. I'm like, you see it, you see it, and I just don't care. So with them knowing like, yo, he don't care if I leave or not, the bitch gonna stay. I'm telling you, she's gonna stay. I'm telling you.
Bitch, you doing me a favor.
Honestly.
It's that arrogance, like, and this goes back to I know I've used it before. Well, the episode didn't get aired yet, but when I talk about that Hawaii bitch, that Hawaii situation,
I knew I was underwater. I just didn't realize I was this underwater.
Bitch about to lose, nigga, but now she waiting for it. Bitch about to lose.
bitch, that Hawaii situation.
Bitch about to lose, nigga, but now she waiting for it.
I'm waiting for you.
You waiting for me or you following me?
I'm following you.
Oh, okay. You saw how I put that bitch in check though, that bitch. Is you waiting or is you following?
Listen, I need. Actually, I think I don't. Cause this right here will come in clutch. Give my cameraman this shit right here around the neck. Hold that bitch perfect. What kind of mic you got? I think this is the mic that I want. And you get a little vlogging thing. I need a new vlogging stick, bro. I need like a longer vlogging stick though. Gotta look into that.
I'm waiting for you.
You waiting for me or you following? Bitch,
Hawaii bitch, that Hawaii situation.
bitch about to lose, nigga, but now she waiting for it.
I'm waiting for you.
You waiting for me or you following me?
I'm following you.
Oh, okay. You saw how I put that bitch in check though, that bitch. Is you waiting or is you following? Real talk, bitch, cause you can't do both. The fuck?
It's the arrogance of, bitch, is you walking in front of me? It's the arrogance of, is you waiting for me or you following me? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That arrogance is everything. That's something that money can't communicate. Money can't buy that.
That part.
That's more powerful than the money. That's more powerful than the this. It's that. It's the it's the confidence. That's why I say confidence is king. And
Listen, one thing about me, I'm gonna pop my shit until I can't stop popping my shit. But every day it's gonna be a popping shit. You feel me? When I walk in the spot, nigga, I might be low key. I might be back to myself. As I always say, I might be nonchalant in the corner chilling. But when I start popping shit, I start popping shit, and it's not because I want to pop shit. Because I'm confident in what I'm popping. You feel me? I'm gonna pop it because I'm always gonna be confident. And honestly, the confidence could turn into conceited. Because some bitch told me one time she thought I was conceited, and I'm like, nah, it's not about me being conceited. I'm just confident. And whatever I'm saying, I'm confident. And like he said, the money don't show. It's just the confidence. I don't have too much money on. And even if I did have enough money on, I'm still not gonna leave with the money on. It's the confidence to me, it's the personality in me. It's the for real. Capital FR too.
And that's why, nigga, when you truly, your cup is truly full, I don't give a fuck about, like, oh, you can have that. Cool. Like, oh, bitch, you can have that. And when she knows you truly lived it, it's not like you're just saying it to sound cool, but yeah, she might, nigga, I might listen to Drake in the car and she might be turned on and she might choose up on, and that's fine. That don't move me. When she truly knows that, and that goes back to the caution, the respect. If I fuck up, if I even look at this nigga Drake for too long, my nigga will leave.
Good program.
So, you know, it gets deep, and that's why I be emphasizing is bigger than just, yes, you have to be mindful of, nigga, the behavior that you're doing. But beyond all that, when you truly reach the element of just supreme success and supremeness, there isn't that, oh, I can't watch this. Or, because, nigga, I don't feel like that towards nothing. Like, I could listen to what I want to listen to, watch what I want to watch. And even if the bitch felt some type of way, like, nigga, because there's plenty of niggas who I listen to in the car often. And it's like, even if she felt some, and I'm aware that, yes, she's never heard of this nigga. Now that I'm playing him, I've basically
Sparked an interest.
I won't even say an interest, but just I've made him real in her reality. Because it might not even be an interest, but it's like, you didn't know about John Stockton. I started watching basketball clips of John Stockton. Now you know John Stockton exists. So now if you just was to see John Stockton on the street, even if there's not an interest, it's just, oh, that's someone that he exists. He's not just a stranger walking by. It's like, that's so anyway. But it's like, I don't even, like, nigga, it's player. Like, I understand all of this shit, and even if it was to go south, that's, nigga, it is what it is. Player. Confidence is king, brother. I'm not gonna lie, like, you're not gonna never lose you, and that's really where you lose the bitch. That's why if a bitch threaten to leave or this and that, the only way she gonna really leave is when she feel as if you don't want her to leave. But when you go, no problem.
That's it.
Brother, she ain't gonna leave, brother.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Be safe. And not just saying it like you trying to be petty, but genuinely. Oh, be safe, babe.
Be safe. Go ahead.
Have a good one. Wish you the best. So, it's so many levels to this shit, but
gosh.
This shit get what?
it gets deep, brother.
I'm dead.
It gets deep.
There's so many levels and layers to this shit, and sometimes it's like when y'all watch these podcasts,
And that's what I'm like. Yeah, let me give you guys
that niggas is putting down. It's almost like reading a book. Niggas can give you different chapters, and you read the book. But niggas have read the 48 Laws of Power, but you don't get to fucking. I read all the chapters, and now I acquired all the knowledge. That's not how it works. Yeah, you read it. Yeah, you remember shit, but it's like this shit takes. It's like practice. You don't put up just 10 shots. You put up 150, 200 to 1,000 shots. It's like you gotta constantly keep on working at it. And it's like all this shit that niggas is saying. Yes, you listen to it. Now you gotta go apply it.
That part. Now look, cause I remember the other day we out me the bros and it was me the bros, me and two bros, one of the bros' hens and my hen or whatever, my little shorty, whatever. We went out bowling, whatever. And bro, he gonna say like, oh, I'll be bumping the minority shit a lot, and I'll be listening to minority shit a lot, and I had to correct him because it's like, yeah, I watch these niggas a lot, and yeah, I fuck with the book bag, but it's not because I fuck with them, or I want to hear the book or their perspective on the book or not, because I can read the book myself, but it's like, I like to, and I'm not surrounded by them, but I like to surround myself with like-minded individuals. These niggas think just like me. Just a different font, just a different color, just a different aspect in life. Just different, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we think alike, and it comes down to like he just said, you can't just read the motherfucking thing and think like, okay, I read the 48 Laws of Power, and now I got the 48 Laws of Power inbred in my head, and I'm this is me. No, you gotta practice, and I've been practicing this shit since I was little. I've been doing this, bro. I've been doing this, and I'm gonna continue to be doing this before a relationship, in a relationship, or after a relationship. Like, it's always gonna be in me, and that's why I have to correct him, because it's like, bro, like, these niggas is me. That's it. These niggas is me. I'm not them. These niggas is me. And like, I've been doing this, bro. I've been doing this, and this is why I said I really wish I was recording. I should have been recording, bro. But it's my fault. Maybe in the next life, maybe in the afterlife, maybe in that other reincarnation life, I if this is a passion again, I'll bring this back. But nigga, I've been doing this since I was 13, since I was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 16, 17, 17, 17, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I've been doing it. I'm gonna continue to been doing it. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Listen, I don't really, you know what? I'm done. Like I said, confidence.
Like if you take one thing from all this shit, go apply it.
Holy.
If the bitch start acting up, use attack it. That not even attack it, but the mentality of Oh, okay, you want to go? That's fine. Be
Holy.
safe. He's like, go use it and see what happens. You will start living in a different reality to where the bitch don't even talk like that no more.
Yeah, shit is crazy, brother.
You gotta change your reality.
But I really realized, like, for most people, you have to live it first.
Okay.
That part.
Like, for example, I remember telling Nick this hella long ago, but like, brother, once you get like, I was basically explaining, like, options is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get options, once you get hoes, I don't have to tell you to act nonchalant. I don't have to tell you to act like this or do that. It just will all naturally happen.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get hella hoes, you're naturally. And remember, we was driving to that one bitch house. It was in the video, New Year Knockdown, when the bitch came to George's. But anyway, we're driving. He's like, call that one bitch. Call this girl. Like, he's just like, call. He wasn't thinking anymore. Call her back. He reached the supreme confidence because in that moment, he had options. So in that moment, he was in a high frequency of just, I'm him.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, I don't know if you remember, but when we was in Texas, that first time we linked with him, I'm like, send her this. He started getting like, oh, isn't that doing too much? Isn't that this? Isn't that gonna come off as needy? But when he's in the frame of mind of I'm Mr. Bitches, he's not even thinking like that. It's just supreme confidence. Call that bitch back. Blow her phone up. Like, I don't care. Like, nigga, I'm him.
Yeah.
And so, brother, it gets so deep. That's why, nigga, a common question, oh, how do I get bitches? It's like, I can answer the question, I can give you advice, but truthfully, if you genuinely just was asking, oh, what do girls want? I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, that's my genuine answer.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's the mentality to have. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what the bitch wants. Now, yes, I know what bitches want. I can give you the answer that you're looking for. Oh, they want confidence in this and the guy, blah, blah, blah. But when you truly, your cup is truly full, I'm no longer looking to try to please the bitch.
You are what the bitches want.
I am it.
Simple.
And if I'm not,
I literally, I could call her right now. I could call her right now. I could, you know what? We're gonna call her right now. Actually, I don't want to call her because I'm not even in the mood to speak to the bitch. But, and that's another thing too. I'm telling you that just now that too. But I literally was just telling my show you, like, listen. You have these friends and they're going through whatever the fuck they're going through, and it seems like you're really the only friend that have a real ass nigga in your life. Honestly, like, one thing about me, and I know bro asked that like a couple videos ago. He asked me, do you cheat? And I'm not, listen, whether it's talking to another bitch, she gotta be strictly my friend. But whether it's talking to another bitch, whether it's, I'm like, fuck, I'm making you examples. I don't cheat, and I will never cheat on my bitch. And I did tell her that, like, if it ever comes down to the point where I'm about to cheat, right there, then before I know this is gonna happen or however that's gonna happen, I'm gonna tell you, like, we're done. That's it. I'm done. Cause I'm not gonna, like, no, I'm not having no bitch laugh in my bitch face and tell her, and they and don't get me wrong, they be laughing, but you can't laugh. You can't say nothing because she was never my girl at that time. Now she's my girl, and let me see you laugh now. Regardless, though, to what he just said, I told her, your friends are doing bad. They didn't miracle for real in their life. Fucking a miracle for real. And trust, you gonna be happy. You feel me? You gonna be happy. Now, don't get me wrong. This nigga's above me. This nigga's better than me. This nigga's fly than me. This nigga's more money than me. But they not me. You need me. I'm him.
The bitch.
You are what the bitches want.
I am it.
Exactly. Like, that's me. Now, what I'm gonna tell you just now, what I was gonna tell you though. Punishment. Punishment is good. Punish your bitch anytime she get out of line. Whether it's dick restrictions, whether it's no contact, whether it's whatever, punish that bitch. Make sure she knows, like, listen, you keep doing this, you keep being out of line, we're gonna get punished. And trust, the behavior is gonna be structured up.
And if I'm not it, I am it. And if I'm not it, all good. Wish you the best.
Exactly.
But it's like, I don't give a girls say shit, I want a man who's 6 foot. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. You can want whatever you want. But bitch, I'm the truth.
Yeah.
And you either gonna fuck with the truth or you not. And that's the arrogance that a nigga gotta have, like the mentality. But going back to like you say, it's like, yeah, apply it, this and that. I just realized, bruh, it's like I can't give you this because what it took for me to get this was years of nigga.
Trial and tribulation.
It's like, give him the 6-pack. I can't. I did the sit-ups. Until you do the sit-ups, then you will truly understand what it's like to look in the mirror and be happy or be excited to take your shirt off at a pool party.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the point I'll be saying where I'm like, brother, all this shit is built from the many accomplishments, the daily accomplishments, the daily this, the daily getting in this positive momentum of just good behavior, good behavior, good behavior, good behavior. So it gets deep, brother. It gets deep.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie. That's a good daily accomplishments. Like how many accomplishments did you accomplish today?
On a daily,
today?
On a day-to-day
And
basis.
just know what you did yesterday has no effect on today. Today's a new day.
And
That
people don't
part.
even realize when they're doing something that's feeding into the negative aspect.
When they're not doing something or when they are doing something.
Like people don't realize when you're doing when you're doing something that's having a negative impact on yourself. So for example, just you scrolling,
Yeah.
that's feeding the negative element. Just you doing this, it's feeding the negative element. Just you looking at your ex's page and it's feeding the negative element. In that moment, you're behaving low value. In that moment, you're behaving.
Oh God.
You're putting her on a pedestal. To even be caring about what is she doing.
A lot of niggas want to know that, Zeb. How do they get over their ex?
That's what I be saying, like, brother.
Old bitches. How do they get over old bitches' exes?
And this is why a lot of times too, when it comes to advice and shit like that, I like to go with the sarcastic route or the joking route.
But they genuinely want to know, Dan.
But that's the point. Is like the answer is what I'm giving you. You just don't understand it. So it's like this: when you go, "What do girls want?" and I say, "Who cares?"
Who cares?
Truthfully, that's the greatest answer I could give you.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Next question. Now, people might hear that and go, he didn't answer the question, but I did. That's the answer. Stop giving a fuck what these bitches want. Stop caring what the because to even ask that question implies that you're trying to get validated from her. You're trying to appeal to her. It's as if, nigga, you're trying to get hired by her. What does the job want? I don't give a fuck. I'm the nigga who does the hiring. I'm the nigga who chooses which bitch is worthy. So when I say who cares, that's not like an answer on which I'm not answering. No, that's the answer. You just not realizing it. So it might seem like the sarcastic or the joking or he's just he's not serious. No, that's the answer. Who gives a fuck? To even be wondering or worried about what is it that she wants.
Yeah.
You're already devaluing yourself. You're already putting yourself in a position where you're trying to get.
So can we say
So to even be in the pursuit of bitches
to be in the pursuit of bitches
is already
out of bounds?
Brother, this is ultimately the law of attraction. You have to be it.
Okay.
Meaning, the moment you're pursuing something, you can only chase what's running away from you. So even having the mentality of what is it that a girl wants, you're repelling her with that energy because you're coming from a position of trying to get.
Okay.
When you just, nigga, who gives a fuck what she wants? My attention is all on myself. How do I better myself? That attracts everything.
But see,
because I'm the
sometimes-
embodiment of bitches. Whether I have the bitch or I don't have the bitch, that's ultimately the law of attraction. I behave as if I already have bitches. So if I already had bitches, I'm not worried or even thinking about how do I get a bitch. I have the bitch. I'm the embodiment of having the bitch.
The embodiment of Mr. Bitch.
Like I am this. And that's ultimately the law of attraction is to have the mentality, live in that frequency to be whatever it is you're trying to be. So, nigga, you're trying to get a nicer body. It's not even about the body. It's about becoming the person who has a nice body. Now, what's the life of a person with a nice body? It's the life of a person who works out daily. So it's not even about the six-pack. Nigga, you just become the human who works out every day. What would he do? Oh, he does this. He does that.
Yeah.
So, brother, this shit gets so deep. I be feeling like sometimes I do too much talking and I get too deep
like
in that
that,
bag.
bro.
But can you agree
Be like
that
that.
sometimes a man's, now, if this is the type of man, I would say that he's presumptuously lost and his priorities are out of order. But it's like a lot of men are fueled by women. Women like guys that do this. White guy. It's like why? Not why, but it's like why do young kids? Not young kids, but why do we aspire to be great? Because in return, it comes with praise and bitches, right? It comes with praise and bitches. So it's like with that, it's like
And
nigga,
truthfully, I
bitches-
just take the bitches. You can keep the praise.
Okay, so you can keep the so it's like the bitches alone can be
It's the greatest reward.
is a good stepping stool
It's the
towards
greatest
greatness.
trophy. Yeah.
So it's like
I guess the point I'm making is remember I was like, we don't know where they're at on the spectrum. We talking to niggas on level 1, level 10.
yeah,
That advice I'm giving, that's the final
final
advice.
boss. Yeah.
When I say who gives a fuck, that's the final answer. That's like, nigga, when you reach the supreme, that's the
Yeah.
answer you give. What do
Yeah, that's honestly where I'm at too. My cousin, like not recent, but as a recent, maybe even like, she asks this question a lot, but she be telling me like, she be asking me how do you get to the point where you just don't care no more? Like, and I tell her like, you can't just jump into the I don't care. You know, it starts like, you know, you care for a minute. And like he said, there's levels. Somebody listening to this could be at number 1, somebody could be at number 10, and then this is the final level. Like, I'm not saying 10 is the final level, but you start off with caring, right? And then it comes to a point where you care so much to the point where, like, they just fuck you over, whatever it is, whether it's them, they, her, him, they just fuck you over. You know what I mean? Then it's like you care, but you don't care. So it's like you're in between. Then you go from like being in between to just not giving a fuck at all. Like, I just don't care. I care, it's still in me, but I just don't care, you know? And then it comes to the point where I just don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And that's like the final boss. I just don't give a fuck. Like, so I was telling her, like, yo, it's a sequence of events. You have to start from here, caring, which this is you right now. You care about things to the point where you just care a little bit, but you just don't give a fuck. So like he said, you asked me about how to get the bitch. I just don't care. I don't care. Like, I don't care. The bitch is in me. The bitch is on me. The bitch is on, like, I don't care. So to the point where she's gonna come, and then like I said, you're in between. Then you go from caring and not caring to just not be caring at all. And then I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about nothing, honestly. And this is why them dumb bitches be calling me nonchalant, like, because I just don't care. You leave my life, cool. You come into my life, cool. You make me laugh, cool. You don't make me laugh, cool. I don't give a fuck. I don't. I really don't.
two bitches want? I don't. Who cares? But if you're level 1, then yes, I need to actually tell you the literal answer.
Yeah.
Yo, do this, do this, do
Yeah.
this. And that's why when I say this shit gets deep, I try to answer in all different categories. So
Exactly.
yes, I will tell you the step by step. Oh, this is what bitches are attracted to. But that's the answer for the niggas who's advanced. That's the niggas for the niggas who's light years ahead. That's why I say niggas who know. Like a nigga who's really got hope, nigga, he just understands that. Like,
Yeah.
what do bitches want? Who cares? Oh, he relates to that. Like, that's a real nigga.
Yeah.
It's like real recognize real. Like, you could just see, like, oh, he the truth.
Exactly, and that's what I was telling the bro. Like, bro, you can't tell me I watch these minority niggas and I try to be like these minority niggas. I don't. They are me. I've been doing this. Nigga, I've been doing. That's why. Capital FR for real, miracle. Cause I'm a miracle for real. Capital FR, no lowercase FR. Capital. Fuck is you talking about? I've been doing this, bro. I've been doing. I can never want to be like another nigga or another niggas. Never. I'm me for real. That part.
He's the truth. Yep. That's what he's. Yep. He's
Yeah.
the truth.
Felt
Niggas
that.
who know
Yeah.
understand that. Like,
Yeah.
they relate to that. So that's why I want to touch on all aspects, because I know it's some real niggas in this motherfucker, and I know it's some. I mean, they all real niggas, but it's like, I know it's some niggas who still on the come up, and it's
Yeah.
some niggas that laced.
Absolutely. There's different levels of being this Jedi. Padawan. Are you a Jedi Knight? Are you a Jedi Master?
And I really don't even like talking too much about what I do and because it just comes off as arrogant, or nigga try hard, or oh, he's trying to sound like he's just Mr. Bitches. And I don't even want to do that. That's why I don't even like going in the self-help department and this and that, because it just comes off as like, brother, I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
She get too deep.
It
You can't even
did.
say it. Get too
Exactly. Like,
It gets deep. Oh shit! Let me make sure the bitch didn't hit me. Remember, she was like, "I'm gonna let you know when I'm out." Oh shit! I'm gonna let you know when I'm an hour away.
Was the last call her saying that she's gonna be an hour away?
There is one book I want to touch on. This is my favorite book. I've discussed it on the Patreon before, but I thought it'd be a good bag for us to get in.
What's that book called?
Status Anxiety.
Dad loves that book. He's figuring out the closet. He just moved in. He's figuring out the closet right now. You know, this is a walk-in closet. I'm surprised he got back so fast. It's a big walk-in closet.
Huge fucking closet in this fucking mansion that we're in. This huge mansion. This right here. This is my favorite book.
Status
Anxiety. Basically, it's about, you know, the anxiety that people feel chasing status. The anxiety of, will I make it? Will I succeed? Will I get to the college? Will I get the good grades? Will I get the job I want? Will I work at Burger King and be a loser, or will I make it and be a doctor? Basically, it's just the idea that, nigga, we're all chasing, nigga, that validation. We're all trying to fill our cup. And some people do it with the bitches, with the this, with the that, where it's like they're trying to find fulfillment. They have this anxiety of like, I'm never gonna make it, or I'm never gonna get, or even with the girls, it's I'm not gonna marry that guy. That anxiety of like, will I get married? Will I marry the right guy? Will I get Mr. Prince Charming? Will he be successful? Will I get a loser? That anxiety of chasing that status. And it's kind of like the rat race that a lot of people are in. But nigga, there's so many quotables in this motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit reminded and sparked a thought in my head of like, let's say the status of or the status of getting titles and getting women and all that kind of shit is I feel like the guy, let's just say Mr. Bitches in high school.
I'm gonna be pausing a lot because this is where I'm at in the predicament of, or not even predicament, but the position where I'm at of like, yo, I'm actually in a good place in life, and I really think everything happens for a reason. Just cause, like, okay, I hate to keep bringing this up, right? But and it's just like, this is how y'all get to know me, you feel me? But look, vision boards right here, right? Vision boards right here. Boom, boom, boom. Like I just told y'all, I used to work at the post office. They gave me the boot because my, what is she, a manager? I don't know what the fuck she is. Manager, boss, whatever the fuck she is. I think she's like a manager. And then there's like a bigger boss. So this is bro above her, whatever. Postmaster, right? If you know, you know. If a post worker, you know, you know. But manager for the carrier, she's talking about my route time. Not my route time, my speed. Well, yeah, it took me my route time, how I did the route is too slow, and this and that and that and this. Whatever, cool. So she gave me the boot. She's like, either you could quit or you could leave, right? Now, I mean, not leave, quit or resign. So I said, you know, I'm gonna resign just in case I want to go back to another post office. Because if you quit, you can't work in no postal place, right? So I just resign, cool. And then got into the UPS job. I've been trying the UPS job since like a minute now, because the money's good. And it, like, one thing about me when it comes to jobs, I like to work on my own time, in the sense of I don't want to be around people. I'm not a people person anymore. Ever since COVID. Before COVID, I was not a people person, but then COVID made it worse, to the point where like I don't have to be around people to be happy or to be joyful, to have a good time. I just need myself. So whether my mood is up here or it's down here, I'm gonna be good regardless. I don't have to worry about my mood because this person's around me or that person around me. I'm good regardless by myself. So it made me just not like people, and going into the job field, it was just like I didn't find a job that's like by myself, right? So cool. That's why postal was good, because like I'm in the office for like an hour, maybe an hour and 30 in the morning, and then the rest of the day I'm by myself. I see customers, I see people in the street, I see my customers and whatever, my people that I'm delivering to, the mail to, whatever, the packages to, whatever, I see them. But most of the time I'm not seeing them. It's like here and there. You see people in the road walking, whatever, right? But Same thing with same thing with UPS. UPS, you go to the office. I mean, you go to the warehouse. You get your package, your little package. Oh, what's going on, John? What's going on, Matt? And then for the rest of the day, you're on the road delivering. Right? Cool. Now, yeah, when people do that shit be scaring me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I be thinking niggas see shit. This shit is blue, but it's I went to the gun range. Regardless, so that's why I went perfect. I'm gonna tell you, I don't have to tell people what's on my vision board, but UPS is on the vision board, right? I did the UPS. Like I said again, it wasn't really doing what they were supposed to do. I had to park that because one thing about me, I'm not playing with money. But in the mix of working at the post office, I met my mentor. Now, my biggest thing is, I can't show the vision board, brother. That's one thing I can't do. I'll show you, but I can't show you the vision board. That's like my vision and my vision on it. I can't show you the vision board. But I've been like I listen to TikToks, I listen to YouTube videos, I see shit, I see posts, whatever, and they be like, oh, you need a mentor, you need a mentor. Got me a mentor. He's like, yo, I do this, I do this. I tell him I want to be rich by a certain age. He said, not rich, but just financially free to the point where I don't have to work anymore. I don't have to work at the post office. I don't have to do UPS. Plugged in, cool. Now, I'm here. No job, just this and that. Right? So that's why I said this is gonna be perfect for me because let's see what they gotta talk about. Because now I could give y'all a little insight of me and shit like that.
There's no need for him to try to get better at something because he already gets bitches. So he already gets the gratification.
I'm paying attention. I just gotta do like homework real quick. So this is why if you see me looking down, just know I'm looking down that shit. I'm paying attention though. I could hear.
And the dudes that are extremely successful, he already gets the benefits of it.
His cup is like full
in that department
of success.
Yeah,
because he gets the benefits. Like
But it's like once you get out of high school in the real world,
now it's a different.
It's slowed down tremendously to get the bitches, and it's like, okay, yeah, you were Mr. Cool, but it's like now nobody gives a fuck about being Mr. Cool. What are you actually doing in life? You gotta have some type of motion, and it stagnates them. Mm-hmm. It's like the bitches who get called pretty and beautiful. They're the most beautifulest thing at an early age. It's like she never worked on qualities. She never developed no qualities of being a good girlfriend, good wife, whatever, and it's like she just relies on her looks. Mm-hmm. There's no real substance behind her or him, and and it goes back to like the nerd thing of like the quote unquote nerd in high school. He never, I guess you could say he never tripped off bitches, but really the reality is bitches never came to him. Mm-hmm. So he just never cared because bitches never came to him. But it's like once a little bit of success comes, whatever, it's like women start becoming more easier for him, and that was a thought that it didn't end anywhere. I didn't land the ship. I wasn't able to land it. It's a long layover, but I know you can close this out.
That was a great jab. Hit us with the haymaker, Sam. I hit a couple jabs, they landed. They did land.
I got some points on the door.
Oh, mama, don't leave me.
I got some points on the board.
My mama, you did. I'm so proud of you.
Land us.
But it's so true.
Yeah.
And the book kind of discusses the solutions to this. The solutions to filling your cup, in a sense.
Yeah.
And there's a couple clean ass quotes that can potentially spark good convo. But so it starts off this first page. Every adult life can be defined by two love stories: the quest for.
Whoa, my fault. One second.
sexual love and the quest for love from the world. And it's essentially, nigga, that's what everything's about. Is everyone in life is really searching for those two elements. Is you want to get a girl, you want love, some type of romantic love in your life, but you also want respect from the world. You get what I'm saying? And that's ultimately kind of like the quest, the journey that everyone's traveling. Some people have the romantic life, but they don't have the real, they don't have the respect from the world. They don't have the good job or the good this, and which can kind of fuck up the romantic life. Or some people might have the regular life in order. They're respected in the world. They're a doctor. They're this, but they don't have the sexual love isn't adequate.
Yeah.
Isn't fulfilled. And so now they travel down the path of prostitutes or this or that, but it's really just those are the two components that once you fulfill those, you truly are fulfilled. Your cup is full.
Yeah.
There's so many quotables. The rich man glories in his riches because he feels like they naturally draw upon him the attention of the world. What is ultimately discussed?
Hold on 1 second, guys.
When it says love from the world, what it's ultimately discussing, and this goes back to validation, trying to fill your cup, but it's basically saying we all want attention, and that's really what everything is. It's like, nigga, we all want attention. We all want to kind of feel cool. We all want to feel respected, and that's typically what all these things, the nice car, the money, the this, that's what it gets you. That's the end goal. Is I want to feel respected. I want to feel cool. I want to walk into a room and feel like, nigga, I'm cool.
Yeah.
And this is another thing, going back to like we talk about, where it got to be in you and this and that, knowing your worth. People say this type of shit all the time. Know your worth, this and that. One thing that I really loved about this book, it discusses how we can't know our worth because our worth is determined by the world. So an example it gives is someone becomes confident in his ability to amuse people the more he makes people laugh. Like the only reason I know I'm a funny dude is because for years and years and years of my life, I've made people laugh or I've made people smile.
Yeah.
That made me confident in my ability to make people laugh. The reason you know you're a good looking dude is because for years you're being told, oh my God, your eyes. Oh my God, your eyes. I don't get that compliment constantly. I get it occasionally. You know what I'm saying? But it's like for years it's, oh my God, look at his eyes. Oh my God, look at. So that made you confident in, I'm a good looking dude.
Yeah.
Your confidence, your validation, your sense of self-worth, it comes from the world, and that's something that is so, a lot of people hate to hear it, and you're always told the opposite. Just know your worth, just know your worth. But your worth is kind of like to what you say, is like, is worth what people are willing to buy. You can feel like I'm $1 million type of person, but if a nigga ain't willing to pay $1 million to pay for it, then you're not worth that.
Yeah.
You're worth whatever a customer's willing to pay. This revolves in all elements. Like, nigga, you are kind of like what, nigga, your experience is. And then going back to, remember hella long ago, the lion in the water, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, when you're in the lion in the water, you feel as if you're worthless. But it's like, you're just in the wrong environment.
Yeah.
Nigga, Bill Gates is a nerd.
Yeah.
But in this world, if in this category, nigga, he's amazing. But if he's in this category, if you put him on a basketball court, he probably feels like a loser in that world. And so a lot of people just, they haven't found their world yet. They haven't found their lane. Everybody is, nigga, got greatness within them. You just got to find your lane.
Not lying.
You think you're a loser, but it's like you're just in the wrong lane. He thinks he's a winner, but it's like you're just in the right lane, but you're not necessarily a winner. There's plenty of people who's like, he's a moron.
Yeah.
But he was born in the right family, or he was this, or he was that.
Yeah.
So it's like he gets cool guy treatment, but that's not really you. So nigga, this shit gets so deep. One of the clean ass quotes though, this right here. Our ego or self-conception could be pictured as a leaking balloon forever requiring the helium of external love to remain inflated and ever vulnerable to the smallest pinpricks of neglect. Brother, our ego, our self-conception is like a leaking balloon.
Yeah.
It's forever leaking, forever needing the helium, because you know balloons are filled with helium. Forever needing the helium of external love to remain inflated. This is why it's like we're always constantly in the pursuit of validation, even if we don't really realize it. This is why you can be, nigga, the super big celebrity and they still be tripping when fans don't buy their music or fans don't. Nigga, you've did all these thousands and thousands of album sales, but you still, if your next album flop, that shit'll hurt your feelings. It'll make you feel bad. You'll feel like, fuck, did I fall off? Because it's like you're still needing that external love. You're still needing that validation. You still need that verification. Like, I'm still him. I'm still the truth.
Yeah.
And it's ever vulnerable to the smallest pinpricks of neglect. Like feeling neglected, feeling like you fell off, feeling like, oh nigga, or like when people start, they're getting too old. Now the new people are coming up. You start feeling like, nigga, am I falling off? Am I this? All it takes is a little pinprick to nigga blow your whole shit up.
Fragile ego. Because even like ego, is ego and delusion, those are two different things? Or are they kind of the same?
It could be the same, but it could be different. Meaning, like, let's say, nigga, if I feel like I'm the coolest baseball player and I've never played baseball, that's just delusion.
Okay.
But if I'm the cleanest baseball player and I am the cleanest baseball player, then some people might say, oh, he got a big ego. But it's just the truth. Like, I'm the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To some people, it's the truth, and to some people, it's ego because it comes from insecurity from within them.
I mean, it's all just like your perception of yourself type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
So, nigga, if you're a funny guy because you had the life of making people laugh, so you think you're a funny guy, and I say you're egotistical because you think you're funny.
yeah.
Am I coming of a place of insecurity because I'm not funny to say that you're egotistical?
Probably.
Okay.
You don't think I'm funny, bro?
Probably.
No, I'm just saying.
Probably.
You're hilarious.
Funny, but this is that bar I was telling you about. The attention of others matters to us because we are afflicted. We're afflicted by uncertainty as to our own value, as a result of which we tend to allow others. Basically, we're uncertain of our own value, so we allow others' appraisals to play a determining role in how we see ourselves. Our sense of identity is held captive by the judgments of those we live among. If they are amused by our jokes, we grow confident in our power to amuse. If they praise us, we develop an impression of high merit. And if they avoid our gaze when we enter a room or look impatient after we revealed our occupation, we start to have these feelings of self-doubt. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, nigga, we've all experienced that where in this room, I felt like I was funny. Or you ever be part of a group project and it's like, oh, I'm not really smart in science or math. And I felt like a loser in this group, or like that smart kid who you're cooler than him outside this classroom, but he kind of treats you like he's irritated at you. Oh, you didn't get the answer, Jay? Oh my God. Yeah. And it's like little shit like that can kind of make you feel kind of worthless in that environment.
Yeah.
And so it kind of just discusses that, like, nigga, our sense of self-worth is constantly being basically decided by the world. So when people say shit like, just know your worth, I can't really say that because it's like, nigga, your worth is determined by the world. Like, the reason a nigga like us could be super confident in this and that is because, nigga, we've had these thousands of victories.
Thousands, bro? God damn. That's a lot of fucking victories.
Fucking great. Damn, these guys are good. Did you get what I'm saying?
No, yeah, for sure.
It gets deep.
And would you say a good way to build up you thinking you're the greatest is building up your daily wins?
Daily wins.
I guarantee you daily wins.
Like, it's not just about thinking you the greatest. You have to
show it.
Prove to yourself. Be. Hang on, there's a clean ass quote.
That's what the guy. Y'all go get a whiteboard, go in your notes, and put down in there what's gonna make you feel great.
You have to lead with action if you are someone that deals with a crippling sense of insufficiency.
Now, is your For You page filled with motivation because you need motivation, or are you lacking in the motivation department?
Brother, and that's the thing. That's why.
Because there be some niggas time I full of bitches because they want bitches.
That's fine. And yes, I am lacking in that department. That's why I say,
motivation.
Brother, every day you gotta eat, right?
True.
So you're lacking food every day. Every day you're lacking nutrition. You need nutrition.
True.
That's what this game is. Every day I'm gonna feed myself more motivation. So it's like, oh, are you lacking motivation? Yeah, that's why I feed myself that motivation. So it's like a buffet. You can go to the buffet and choose the bitches category, or you can choose the motivation category. I just choose that plate every time.
I like that.
So when bitches come on my, and I'm dead serious. When bitches come on my For You page, I swipe past that shit. I be blocking bitches, and I'm not lying. Like, you think I'm playing?
The fact that a bitch could even be on your timeline, you take it as offensive.
Don't take it as offensive, Jay. I never
Why do
said
you block
I take
them?
it as offensive.
Why you block them?
Because I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want that. I don't want McDonald's. Get that shit away from me.
It got there. How did it get there?
I can't
Self-reflection.
control-
How did it get there? You can't control your timeline. You just now said your timeline is full of motivation. Why'd you say that? Why did you say that?
I see what's going on. Like, this nigga think I be lying. I'm not the nigga.
He's trying to show me where he blocks bitches, but apparently he can't find it where he block bitches because he don't block bitches.
Yeah, where's the block?
The block shit don't pop up if
Blocked
you have.
accounts. Tell me, what do you see?
God damn.
Bitches on there.
That's just eats. She just wants to show you what she eats.
Brother, she does it in a seductive way. Oh, I can't even view her page, but she eats it on some seductive shit. All these bitches.
Is she trying to seduce or do you
You
find...
tell me, what do you see? Bitches on there. Bitches on there.
Why? You can't just...
And
why
I
are you
keep
doing that
going.
to them? Why are you doing that to them?
Bitches on there.
Why are they...
We're not done.
Why are you letting them affect you so much?
They can't affect me. They don't have access to me anymore. Like, nigga, I'm still scrolling.
Why can't
That's what
you
I mean.
just scroll past?
I'm still scrolling.
Why can't you just scroll past?
Brother. And that's the difference between...
Why can't you just scroll
I'm
past?
the greatest. You don't...
Why can't you just scroll past?
That's like saying, nigga, when a bitch
You're
goes-
unaffected. You said nothing can unaffect. No highs, no lows. Nothing can affect you. So if the bitch is on there, why are you blocking?
They don't have access to me anymore. You don't get the privilege to show your ass to me anymore. You realize that's a privilege to show me your ass?
Great way to look at it.
You don't get that privilege anymore.
Great way to look at it.
My
that is a
time,
great way
going
to
back to
look
like
at
I
it.
say,
Because my shorty did tell me, like, I did say this couple videos back, like, they gonna come back and they always gonna come back. And I think I said like 3 more is gonna come back. Already 2 came back. But like, she was like, "Why don't you block them?" And I'm telling her like, I don't block people no more. That's not me. Like those are my old days. You know, when I used to block people and I used to just keep it like that. Now I have my red receipts on for everybody, and I want you to acknowledge that I acknowledge that I seen the message, and I didn't reply. You got left there, bitch. Left right there. My like he said, like, this is a privilege. It's a privilege, but I don't
my
know.
attention is my greatest currency. You
Yes.
pay attention. I'm not about to pay that bitch no attention. Would you pay her money? No, but I pay a nigga for some good game. Would you pay for garbage? No, but I pay for good nutritional food. So when you go, well, why do you this and that? Brother, I'm not gonna be bombarded and force fed. See, that's what your timeline does. It force feeds you. It force feeds you content.
That
When you swipe,
they see that you like.
no, they just force feed you a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Now, yes, what you like,
Not
they'll
on my
for-
timeline.
What's on your timeline?
Nigga, I don't know. I don't have my phone.
We know what's on your timeline. Hold on, let me change this battery real quick. But I like this setup. What you think about this setup?
This is a nice setup. This is a nice setup. I would ask y'all, how do y'all feel about the setup? But I don't give a fuck.
I do. Maybe comment below. Go ahead and comment below what y'all think about this setup, because I care.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
How y'all feel about this setup? I enjoy this setup. I think it's a nice setup. Obviously, get some in the background, but it's like we don't need a couch. We don't need all that fancy shit.
You know what could add to the setup and the production of the pod is putting those black things in the room.
Yeah, that's nigga. That's all gonna come.
The
But-
styrofoam. Oh, that's what
Yeah.
you're talking about?
brother, that's what I be saying.
Oh. What do they call those? Soundboards?
I don't know, brother, but I'm gonna get some clean shit. Not like the styrofoam, but it's gonna be most likely to
Some
be like
Marv type shit?
some more type shit.
Oh, God.
Something respectable. But you get what I'm saying though? Just a simple setup. We sit down and we talk.
Yeah.
We hold this motherfucker and we talk. Does that sound good? Affect the background and just keep getting in our bag. Get deep in that bag. But what you think about, nigga, these quotes about these things, or what's been said? Do you agree? Do you disagree?
No, yeah, they're all pretty good quotes. They all are pretty good quotes. But I ain't gonna lie, it's like, bro, they're. I feel like with all books, this one in particular, you gotta be able to think outside of yourself. People be so like, and I understand it. It's like some people be so
Absorbed.
self-absorbed to where it's like there's no sense of reality. There's no sense of like.
Then you gotta think, what is reality? Your reality is whatever you make it.
I understand that, but it's like there's a mix of being so self-absorbed and there's a sense of like no free I look at ourselves.
Brother, you gotta be mindful of this thing. You just be having this motherfucker. Like, you just hold this bitch.
What I was gonna say
like,
was,
you gotta talk into the mic.
I gotta talk
brother.
into the mic.
It's a directional
That's the thing.
mic.
Like, I like
Even
talking to
this,
you,
when
brother.
you put it up, it's like this shit is directional.
Wherever the mic go, I follow the mic.
So what I'm saying is, you
I
just
follow
want it,
the mic.
You want it pointing towards you.
Oh, you want to point towards you?
Yeah, like, brother. You
And wherever the mic go, I follow the mic. Yeah.
talking and it's
Okay. I
All
was
of this
confused.
quality.
Do I sound better? Do I sound off? Do I sound okay?
Yeah,
I
like
sound
all of that
better
affects
now.
the quality of the pod.
I understand.
You
I
get what I'm
understand.
saying?
I understand.
But anyway, get in your bag.
what was I saying? I look at ourselves like niggas is free thinkers. It ain't even gotta be. It could be something I totally disagree with.
You can have that
I
conversation.
can have that conversation.
You can have that
And it's
conversation.
like, brother, change my mind.
A lot of people can't have that conversation.
A lot of people, and it's like, even if people try to, they get over emotional, and it's like, it's like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah, true.
On that dead homies.
It's like, you know, niggas get tired when niggas start just.
Swish cheese this motherfucker. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's so much power in just being able to have open conversation, be like free thinkers, and like, it's like, bro, niggas don't know it all.
Not being stagnant.
Yeah,
Be a
it's
little
like,
flexible. Be like water. Be fluid.
I sort of like if it's one thing that I do and it doesn't work. But my girl, I mean, the only way I can put it is like an argument. But nigga, my girl might not want to have a debate, but she could spark a debate within something, and not to change my mind.
Yeah.
I just want to hear what the fuck comes out of your mouth to me. Like, what comes out of her mouth to me shows how she thinks of me. If she comes at me sideways, she must think I must not be that nigga.
Powerful. What you just said is so powerful, brother.
So it's like, in a way, it's almost like I'm testing her.
You're
In a
giving
way-
her an opportunity to show who she is.
There
and
you go.
before you get deeper in that bag,
There
because
you
I
go.
know that bag is deep.
I landed.
You landed? The plane
Easy
has
land.
landed? Easy land. But one thing I was going to say, just to piggyback off that motherfucker, because that was a great point you just made.
Yes.
The way people treat you, that shows you how they view you. The treatment that you accept shows how you view yourself.
That was powerful.
The way somebody treats you
Yes.
shows how they view you. It shows how they perception of you, how they feel about you.
Yeah.
But the treatment that you accept, the treatment that you tolerate, the treatment that you reward shows how you view yourself.
That was powerful. That was powerful.
So, like I say, the treatment that you reward, understand, like we discussed, you reward treatment whether you realize it or not. And I know I use this example, it's just a great example, but the
Might be onto
Hawaii
something.
situation, she's walking in front of me and I check her.
Yeah.
And just to give people context, bam, I'm walking with this bitch. She walks in front of me. I check her. Is you following me, or you waiting for me, or you following me? I check the bitch.
Yeah.
Now her walking in front of me, that shows she's showing how she views me. The treatment that I accept shows how I view myself.
He might be onto something.
Now, niggas who would have followed the line, this and that, would have showed, oh, you value her over yourself. What type of treatment do you accept?
Shit making me hot right now.
This shit gets you hot and bothered.
So that's why it's like, bro, any sideways activities, you either got to check it or you got to just be able to walk away from it. You got to be able to walk away from it.
Major.
So if y'all want to see how y'all girl really thinks about you, watch and see how the fuck she talks to you.
He might be onto something. He might be onto something, because like I was just telling y'all, my shorty, she be cursing, she be loud, and like I told y'all, you gotta punish those behaviors. But he might just be onto something. He just might be. He just might be onto something. Might just be onto something. Let's continue to hear what he has
Watch
to
and
say.
see how she talks to you. Did you come at how the fuck she talks to you? Watch and see how she talks to you. Did she come at you respectfully? Did she come at you sideways?
One thing this book does discuss, just side note, going back to the book, and it kind of discusses how this whole, you can call it the virus, Ooh, there's a book I want to get into. No, there's a book about a good book. I'm not even gonna give the details, but there's a book that I want to discuss for the book bag.
The book bag.
So I gotta find it. But anyway, that's a side note. But anyway, we can just call this a plague, this virus, this plague, this disease that infects most people. That status anxiety, the anxiety to chase status. Basically, one thing it was discussing is this plague, this disease spreads more in countries in which there isn't set classes. Meaning, for example, America, anyone can make it. The American dream, the idea that you can make it, that fantasy causes people to get plagued with this because they always feel like I could make it. I didn't make it. But in environments, for example, back in the day where if you're a peasant, you're forever a peasant. If you're a king, you're forever a king. If you're a knight, you're forever a knight. When you have a set, I'm this role.
Born into it.
You don't have this anxiety because you're not chasing nothing. I'm a peasant. I'll never be that. I'll never be royalty. And so it's interesting how perception can cause this anxiety. And by changing your perception, when you just have this identity of I'm this, I'm a this or whatever, you kind of become satisfied in that.
Okay.
And it reminds me of how oftentimes religion glorifies being poor and this and that, which can ultimately be the cure to this sickness. It can be the cure to unhappiness. It's just being content. I'm this. The poor shall inherit the earth. You just embody that and just be grateful for that. And so you're not chasing the millions and the this. You go, no, I'm just happy being this. But it was just interesting how the hope. Oh my God. Batman, Bane. He said, you know what makes this prison the most dangerous, the most gruesome prison in all prisons?
What?
Hope. You seen that last Batman, the Dark Knight Rises?
When they were trying to get out the hole?
My mama, like, it's a prison, but nigga, you constantly see freedom. You constantly see I could make it out. That illusion that I could potentially make it. That's what kills niggas. I might be, I see the way out. That's what kills niggas. That's what makes that the most dangerous, the worst prison in the world, is the illusion of hope. And I remember one of the homies told me hella long ago, I understood the message, but it also was poison, but I also understood the value of it. But he was just like, bro, be content. This when I was working at Burger King, he's like, bro, just be content. Just settle. And I think that's ultimately the point he's making, which is stop chasing that illusion. But I ain't gonna lie, chasing that illusion changed my life because I made it out the prison.
And see, that's the thing. What you just said about the book is like, or no, you didn't say it about the book of, if you're in a role, if you're born into poverty, and if you can somehow like submit to being in poverty, you can find some of the positive things that poverty can bring. You'll find a way to make this shit fun. But if you don't strive for better, if you can be the opposite of complacent, you can't ever get out of that hole. So it's like, it goes both ways, but the majority are gonna be in the hole.
So that's why, and I understand it, like, for most people, the solution is just be content. Don't even chase this shit. Don't even chase this shit. Don't chase hella hoes. Get one girl. That's the solution for most niggas. Like, don't try to nigga live like this or do like, brother, be content. That's what's best for most people. You chasing this is gonna keep you miserable because you're always feeling like, damn, I could do.
It's never enough.
And so for some niggas, it's like, and that's why I truly understand, like, even when we talk about religion and this and that, is like, I think that's the ultimate, the core element, and why so many people relate to that shit, because it's like, it's the ultimate ailment or cure to most people's sickness of depression or sickness of this or sickness of being lost. Because what religion does is multiple things. Like, another thing it does is it gives people purpose. It gives people some type of guidance. I think that's what plagues a lot of people, is just that feeling of like, I don't have
no
direction.
structure.
I don't have structure.
Yeah.
We all need some type of structure. We need guidance. We need, nigga, where are you going? Otherwise you're just roaming aimlessly. It gives people that. Another thing is it gives people community. it's easy to have a big friend group, a large social circle when you're in college, when you're at school, when you're around a bunch of people your age. And this is something that people our age more so can relate to, but it's harder to have a large social circle, especially as guys. A lot of times your friendships fizzle out just because niggas is living their own life. And you don't really have a social circle. You don't have a social life.
Yeah.
What religion does, especially for older folk, it gives you a social circle. It gives you a social life. It gives you a community of people who are like-minded. Just think about us, nigga. We not in our 30s, but if you in your 30s, 40s, where do you meet people? Where do you go?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to be the 40-year-old hanging at the club with the 20-year-olds. Like, where do you go to meet people? Where do you go to hang out? Where do you go to with people who are like-minded?
Yeah.
You just go to random book clubs and jujitsu. Like, you just go to random shit?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's why I asked my friend too, like he gave the example of being 40. I ain't fucking 40, but just general, like my age now. Where do I go to meet people that's like myself? Where do I go to meet people that's not even like myself and that's just like to chill and do fucking stupid shit and fun shit and adventurous shit? Like, where do I go? Like, cause I be seeing people from the towns, whether it's Queens, whether it's Brooklyn, whether it's the Bronx, whether it's the city. Niggas don't be in the city anymore because of the congestion price, but they still do. But like regardless, they be having a little friend group in their little circle, and they be going out to eats and brunch and doing adventurous stuff. And it's like, where do you go to find these friends? Where do you go to even like get in cahoots with these friends? Like, my friends, bro, are fucking lames. I'm sorry to say, but they're lames. Niggas don't like to do nothing. Like, niggas just be in the crib all day doing nothing. You go to work, you come home, you play the game, you watch YouTube. Let's do something, bro. And I understand that funds ain't funds sometimes, because funds don't be funds sometimes. Right now, my funds ain't funds sometimes. Let me keep it real with y'all. But like, I still somehow trying to make a way to go outside. Like, even like yesterday, bro was like, yo, what y'all fucking with? I'm like, bro, I'm down with whatever. What y'all trying to do? We can go this way, we can go that way. Nobody answers the group chat. That's that. And that's like another thing too. Shit don't make it out the group chat. So it's like, now I came to the realization of like, y'all niggas is here. Like, I'm gonna put y'all here, and whenever y'all on some real shit, then I'm gonna pick y'all up and put y'all here. But y'all niggas is here. Like, but like you said, where do y'all go? Like, where do y'all go to find friends that be doing shit, going outside? Yeah, like, I don't know, bro. And don't get me wrong, back in like, I think for me the best time when I met people was during COVID, because niggas was flocking, everybody was flocking. I'm telling you, everybody was flocking. Everybody was flocking, and now it's just like, bro, on a day-to-day basis, I only talk to, we didn't even say talk, I only associate myself with 5 people. My 3 bros, my shorty, that's 4, and my friend. Me and my friend don't speak on an everyday basis because she got her own life. Me and my shorty, she was here this morning. She had to go home because I was tolerating bullshit. I speak to her every day. The bros, I speak to them on a whatever basis because they have their own life. Everybody has their own life, but it's like, where do you go to find these friends that like to do adventurous stuff? Where do you go to find these friends that like to go out to eat, go out to brunch, go out to travel? I've been wanting to do a cabin trip for the longest. I throw it in the group chat, then make it at the group chat. I've been trying to go to fucking race car driving for the longest. I throw it in the group chat, didn't make it happen. We finally went to bowling the other day, and I don't drink no more, so I can't even do drunk bowling with these niggas. I'm not saying that we're doing drunk bowling, but still, like, that could have been the incident of us doing drunk bowling that day. And it finally, after fucking years, they finally made it at the group chat. Well, it made it at the group chat one time, but I wasn't present. I think I was like OT. I think I was, I was OT. Or I don't know, I was somewhere. I just know I wasn't here. But like, where do you go to find these friends, bro? And I would say, like, you could use, and I'm not an advocate for it, but I'm an advocate. I'm like 50-50. You could use dating apps, but some people on their perspective on the dating apps is just, I'm strictly here to find a date and get the fuck off the app. And some people's perspective is like, or I wouldn't say perspective, but just intentions would be, I just want friends. And some people's intentions is just like, okay, I'm fine with friends, I'm fine with dating wherever it goes. But like, I can't go on a fucking dating app looking for friends. Like, it doesn't make, like, where do you go, bro? Where do you go? I don't know. And my friend basically told me I gotta start going to social gatherings, but like, there's not so much things in this place in New York itself that really moves me. So like the other day we went to a jazz bar. That was calm, but I was telling her like I fucks with it, but like you would have to go there with your own friends. You can't just meet people at the jazz bar. Like everybody has their own little, their table here. They came with their peoples, you know. But I don't know. I really don't know. I'm still trying to figure this shit out.
Brings you together with a bunch of like-minded people. Gives you community.
Yeah. But if you're
Brings you together with a bunch of like jujitsu. Like you just go to random shit. Religion brings you together with a bunch of like-minded people. Gives you community.
yeah. But if you're using
Hold on. I think there's somebody in this house. Let me check. I think my girl here.
oh
That nigga.
Be like that.
program, really hop up on program. Oh man. I ain't gonna lie, this it's a deep one. I ain't gonna lie, y'all need to comment down below. I need to comment down below what the fuck y'all think about all this shit going on. And it's like, do y'all comment down below? Do you see yourself chasing these social statuses and these statuses that go on into the world? I understand why we do it, because it's like, okay, if we become a doctor, we'll be looked at as successful. People who are successful get to reap the benefits of the world, whether it be the bitches, the money, the big cars, nice houses and all that kind of shit. You feel me? Praise from, you feel me? Making your parents proud and all that kind of shit, friends and all that type of shit. So it's like, yeah, let us know down below if you see yourself chasing these statuses, and what do you feel? Do you feel that it's a positive in your life, or do you feel that it's a negative? Because you feel me, sometimes you feel me, chasing these statuses, it can bring you to the other side. It can bring you to the other side. Would I say that we chased YouTube success? Genuinely, I think that it just came with what the fuck that we were doing. Honestly, that's what I would say. I would just say that, you feel me, niggas made the content that they wanted to make, and the success came with it.
Just so you know.
I don't want to say I'm chasing it, because I'm so like, and this has been me recent, I'm so like fine with accepting defeat, and it's just like, I don't want to work for 40 years of my life, 60 years of my life, 50 years of my life, however much years I gotta work, you know, because technically it would be like 40, you know what I'm saying? And then some younger folks would be like 50 or whatnot, or even 60, however much it is, right? Between the range of 40 to 60, right? But it's like, sometimes I need a push. Like sometimes I get so comfortable with like my day-to-day life. Even like right now with me not having a job, like I said, I still make ends meet. But with ends meeting and stuff like that, there's days where I'm like, I don't even feel like doing this, and I just take a day off, or I take 2 days off. But you can't do that though, because money's not really coming in. You gotta go to a point where money's coming in where you can take a day off. But I think like the moments where I get comfortable, I just need a little push. But I would love to go deep with you guys about certain things, and I could. There's nothing really stopping me, but off of like this, like just the backlashes that I'm gonna get from the outside noise is just, I don't really care to hear it. I already don't have my peace, and I don't want to jeopardize my peace more.
Oh, she's on her way, so we
can wrap it up. Okay. So they said that there's a heaven and a hell. In hell, you get burned.
Yeah.
He said,
Who's he?
devil.
Oh, go ahead.
Why would the devil burn you in hell for a sin when he wants you to commit sin?
I thought God is the one burning you.
God sends you to hell.
Yeah.
Or he accepts you into heaven. Right? Well, I don't even know if he sends.
I don't know
I'm just telling
really
you,
how this God shit works.
I don't know either, brother. But it's like,
talked to him a couple times.
But it just made me think of like,
back.
he was like, nigga, why would the devil burn me to go into hell for something that he wanted me to do? He wanted me to commit sin to meet him, for me
I
to
thought-
be down here with him.
I think that whole concept, like, that's where I think God started the hell, and that's where Satan is at. To where I'm not too sure, but that's where Satan is at, because Satan sinned, so he sent Satan there, and now Satan is the ruler of hell, and people that commit sins is on Satan's team, so he sends him from heaven to hell. Actually, this is what I'm getting from it. I could be wrong, but that's what came across.
I thought it was a punishment from God, not a punishment from the devil.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
It
was
I
like-
thought God's punishment is to send you down to hell.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought. And he's also the creator of hell.
hell yeah, exactly.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I mean, this shit gets deep. I look at this shit truthfully, like, nigga, I think heaven and hell is on earth. Like, I think it's like a state of
That
mind.
part.
I can see that.
Like, I think depression is hell.
That.
Like, this shit.
You're gonna stop that right there. And listen, I was just telling him I'll show you this. And this is, I'm gonna get personal with y'all, but just telling him I'll show you this. Now, I wouldn't like to use the word depressed, because I'm not depressed right now. But I'm in a state of mind where, like, I'm honestly just tired. Like, I feel like I'm just, and it's not even because I want to give up, but it's like I'm giving up. I'm losing hope. I'm losing the urgency of, like, there is that point where it can come. There is that light in the tunnel. This is the tunnel, and that the light is all the way down here. You gotta walk through all the obstacles. You can't see because it's dark. You can see the light because the light is very dim. But the more you get closer, the light gets brighter, right? But so it's like you're basically walking like this until you get closer to the light, and then your eyes start opening like that, and then you start seeing the light for real. Like, see, this is the light. You start seeing the light for real. You feel me? Now I can see the light. But it's like, I feel like the obstacles that I've been walking through, and this is where, God wants to show you, like, if you're strong enough to withhold these obstacles, or you're weak enough. You know what I'm saying? Or you're weak, not weak enough, but you're weak. And I'm not gonna say I'm weak, and I'm not gonna say I'm giving up, but I feel like I'm coming to the point where I'm just, bro, I'm fighting, but I'm taking hits, and I don't think I could hold on for much longer, bro. Like, honestly, and like I said again, I want to say I'm depressed right now, but I'm to the point where I'm just whatever. Like, I told her I was even like, yo, I would damn near sell my pretty princess, and just live, like, because really, if you think about it, I don't need a phone, so that phone bill could go. I don't need car insurance could go, car bill could go. I don't pay monthly on my car, it's just insurance, but that could go. Then really the only thing that you gotta pay for is just living. But then it's like I don't know, I'm just, and like he said, he feels like heaven and hell is on earth. It is, bro. Right now we're in fucking hell right now, and we're like, you gotta fight to get to the heaven. You gotta fight every single day. You gotta fight, and I'm slowly like the punches is not punching no more. The opponent that's hitting me is just hitting me, and like Rob always said, we probably in hell already. Our dumbasses ain't know. Everybody kissing the ass to go to heaven and ain't going.
Shit gets so deep, and nigga, I don't know, this shit gets deep, but it's like, like, this shit gets so deep, and nigga, I don't know, this shit gets deep, but it's like, I look at a lot of shit metaphorically, and but that's a whole nother bag. This shit gets
It's a whole
so
nother
deep.
bag.
But this was definitely interesting, pie. Interesting pie.
I feel like it started off slow, but it picked up.
It picked up. Hey, Grandpa, what's going on? Oh, I'm just on this podcast right now, working.
File free in the app by 2/18. When you switch to TurboTax, do it yourself.
These Sephora colognes are a scam. Did you know these luxury fragrances cost almost nothing to make? David and I used to...
I saw the police on the side, and it's like, as I'm passing him, he's getting in his car, and I'm doing like 85, but I'm keeping up with traffic. That's the thing about Jay. I only keep up with the traffic, so it's like I may be breaking the law, but it's like if I were to do 65, I'd be holding up traffic. You rather me hold up traffic or keep going with the traffic? So I'm being a good Samaritan.
Yeah, I haven't
keeping
seen
up
those
with
chairs
the
in a
traffic.
minute.
As soon as
These Jones, these are the foldable Jones. These are Jones that you used to have when you was younger.
Going with the traffic. So, you know, I'm being a good Samaritan, you know, keeping up with the traffic. As soon as I see him do that, I was like, damn, he about to pull me over.
Hold on one sec, man. Let me check one thing.
So I'm on the phone. So I'm thinking, oh, he's about to pull me over. He saw me on the phone. But it's like, I don't even think people are really getting pulled over for being on the phone nowadays. So boom.
You said this was on the freeway?
Nigga, this is on the freeway, you know. Jay be going fast, but I be keeping up with the traffic. I get pulled over, boom, peel off to the right. I peeled off to the right a little bit, and then rolled down my window. He was like, oh, sir, I'm pulling you over for speeding. I was like, really? How fast I'm going? He's like, you going 88 on the 65. Oh, damn, I didn't even realize, my fault. And then he was like, all good, what's your license registration? Give him everything. You know, Jay's paperwork is valid. Everything I do is
right. He's legit.
legit. And so boom, I do that. He comes back. He makes me sign some shit. I'm not admitting guilt. Jay don't admit to nothing. I don't admit to nothing, and I ain't guilty for nothing.
So when the bitch catch you, what you doing? You don't admit to nothing.
I don't admit to nothing. I keep my mouth shut. How did I get here?
Bitch, I am not.
Who am I?
You don't get interrogated.
Absolutely not. Keep my mouth shut. You talking to the wall right now.
Oh my mama.
So then he was like, boom, this court day sign, blah blah blah. And then I called the nigga Serge, cause you know Serge, he's been in many situations of this sort. I'm
a criminal of the group. I ain't gonna lie. You could have called. I didn't have hella speeding tickets.
What do you pay him?
Yeah, like man, I got the money for it. Like
you pay him?
Yeah, that's what I'm on, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I would like right now. Yeah, right now they got me on some bullshit right now. Let me cover this shit out. You know what I'm saying? How I could do it like this. Boom. You feel me? You got me on some bullshit. I can't see, but bro, it's the second one for the fucking year, bro. On some tint shit. Oh, your tint's too dark. Niggas got pulled over by a Corolla. How the fuck niggas pull up in the Corolla nowadays? I'm like, bro, what the fuck? He be like, oh yeah, the state or the times or whatever's on a low budget, so they give you just whatever type of car or some bullshit. Like, nigga, man, you lucky. Like, niggas is only lucky. That's all I can say. Niggas is only lucky that I drive a fucking, you know what I'm saying, my pretty princess is a big body. Because if I was really having it my way and I was really, what? That little ass girl, like, listen, I worked at dealerships before, so I know what type of cars that can move and what type of cars can't move and shit like that. Even yesterday, actually, I seen there wasn't the Dodge. I was like, bro, I never seen a Dodge. I think I seen a Dodge like probably once other than yesterday. It was like, niggas is moving tactical in the town. But regardless, bro, from some tints, like, as he say, you don't plead guilty, but for those, I'm just plead guilty, bro. I don't got time. I paid it off, bro. I don't got the money, but I paid off.
Jail? Like, what's the alternative?
From what he said,
Bribe with a blowjob? Like, what the fuck? Yes, I pay him. Like, what else can I do?
Yeah, about equal exchange. Yeah. A blippy for, you feel me?
Officer, I'm sure we can handle this in other ways.
we can, yeah. But I call him and I'm just asking him for advice. Cause I remember one time hella long ago, he was like, if you ever get pulled over, ask him for hella shit. But then I forgot all the shit that he was saying. So basically he was like, go up to the court date, and if the officer don't show, it'll get pushed back. And then you go to the second court date. And then when you go to the second court date, he was like, ask to see if his radar gun got calibrated the morning of. And if he don't show the paperwork of him getting his shit calibrated, dismissed.
So Ben, he's like, nigga, ask about the calibration.
Ask about the calibration, and you feel me? He's like, don't admit to nothing. Don't admit to nothing. You didn't do nothing. You don't even know how you got the ticket. I don't even know how you got here. And then, so then that was basically the game that he got. But it's like, bruh, I like the streets keep calling me. They want me to be a delinquent. I'm trying my best. Yeah, it was just a terrible way to start the morning. But it's like, at the end of the day, I can only like self-reflection. I only can look in the mirror. Like, Jay, you were speeding. No, I wasn't speeding. I don't admit to nothing. But it's like, I put myself in that situation. I could have did 65 in a slow ass lane.
Yeah.
But I wanted to keep up with the traffic, so I got to take accountability.
Let me just check this one last time. I was checking
But you can't say that though, Jay, because you gotta understand the nigga, and that's why I said niggas jinx it on me, because I was never getting no tickets at first. Never. Oh, you don't get no tickets, your attention's dark. No, I don't get no tickets. Then all of a sudden New Year come, boom, niggas gets me on a checkpoint, boom, niggas pull me over in a Corolla. Now cool, now look, I can't take accountability for that. I could, but I can't, just for the simple fact of bro, niggas lights nowadays be too bright for my eye. Even this light right here, every time I blink, I keep seeing the rings. And like, niggas car lights be so bright to the point where it's just like, I need my tints, bro. I need it. Even sometimes, most times, them shits be going through my tints. And I be telling myself, like, I gotta get this shit darker, bro. Just cause, like, I can't see. Like, when the lights is too bright, I got a mean ass headache, and my vision gets blurry. That's why, like, in my car, I carry the eye drops and shit like that, because it's like, bro, like, y'all fucking up my vision and shit like that. But they talking about you need a medical reason, and like, I tried it, bro. Niggas ain't budging with me, bro. So at that point, I'm gonna just get my tint, and y'all gonna pull me over. But I never got pulled over until recently, cause niggas jinxed it, and this is how it goes. I'm gonna accept, like, yeah, I got my tints, and I ain't gonna take them off, cause I also got shit in my car that cannot be seen by the public, because niggas is just broke. Niggas that I breaking my car just for that shit. So it's like, bro, I'm not here for it, bro. But regardless, is like my tints to me is just privacy, and then blocking up the light. Like, I'm not taking up my tints because y'all want to give me a thing. Fuck no, fuck y'all.
Previous pod, and there be times where this motherfucker don't be fucking focused.
It's advanced, but it really ain't that advanced.
I mean, it's advanced, but it comes with difficulties.
I swear to God.
And that's like with the bitches. Like, sometimes the more she comes, the badder she is, she comes with a little bit more technical difficulties. If you want something reliable, get you an average bitch. You niggas want the baddest bitches that's high maintenance.
And you notice bad bitches drop all that high maintenance shit for the right dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitches think that they bad until they meet that dude, and it's like, oh, I'll just be the fucking regular ass girl.
But
keep him.
And that's why one of the key things we've even discussed it on previous pods, when I say shit like, I don't gotta pay for nothing. When a girl actually fucks with you, she doesn't care about a lot of this shit that people convince you to care about. She don't care about the cars and the money and the this. Obviously, this type of shit helps boost your overall sex appeal.
Yeah.
But when she's genuinely attracted to you, she don't trip off going 50-50 or this, that, and the third, or whatever your situation is. And another reason too why I be emphasizing that shit is because it's like, nigga, we know real pimps, and they go 0%. It's all on the bitch, AOB. So when I see niggas on the internet that's proud and loud about the fact that I pay 100%, and mind you, I'm the type of nigga, typically I pay 100%, but I can't look up to that or co-sign that when it's like, I know niggas that pay 0%, and they in complete control. They got.
It'd be like that too, where you just said, hold on, let me get that back to you.
So when I see and they go 0%, helps boost your overall sex appeal. The cars and the money, a lot of this shit that people convince you to care about. She don't care about the cars and the money and the this. Obviously, this type of shit helps boost your overall sex appeal. Yeah. But when she's genuinely attracted to you, she don't trip off going 50-50 or this, that, and the third, or whatever.
That is a fact. I ain't gonna lie. Just cause I lived that, I am the truth to that. That's why earlier he was saying today, don't lead with money. I don't lead with money. My personality leads. This is my personality that leads. So you gonna fuck with me for me, or you ain't gonna fuck with me for me, and that's how it came down to. And then those small things. Oh, I got a car. Oh, I got money. Oh, I could do this. Oh, I could do that. Like, that's those little small things add on to it. But you gonna fuck with me for me, and that's why, like, I've been telling niggas, like, my strong 3s, my strong 5s is strong because they gonna fuck with me for me. You doing something that I don't need to do. But if I do it, it's a plus, of course. But I don't need to do that. Like, and that's how I go. So, yeah.
Whatever your situation is. And another reason too why I be emphasizing that shit is because it's like, nigga, we know real pimps, and they go 0%. It's all on the bitch, AOB. So when I see niggas on the internet that's proud and loud about the fact that I pay 100%, and mind you, I'm the type of nigga, typically I pay 100%, but I can't look up to that or co-sign that when it's like, I know niggas that pay 0%, and they in complete control. They got, nigga, they in charge of the bitch in every, running shit in every way. They got complete power. So when I know real niggas in real life that got complete power over a bitch, and she pays 100%, he goes 0%, how can I look at you and think, oh yeah, you're cooler because you're bragging about paying 100%? That's why I emphasize, you go 50-50. If I met a dude and he's like, oh yeah, me and my girl go 50-50, I wouldn't look at him as any less as a man. I wouldn't look at him or like I'm cooler than him because I pay him. To me, that's just a privilege and a great gift that you can give your girl. If you in a situation where you got the money to take care of everything, that's like a privilege you're giving your girl. But I don't look at that like you're a real man for that. It's like, nah, that's a great thing that you're doing for your family. But a lot of times dudes are encouraging and they're damn near giving her that entitlement mentality. For you to even say, yeah, a real man pays 100%, you're giving her that entitled mentality of, oh yeah, my man's supposed to. So the moment, nigga, if you lose your job or some shit happens, now she's looking at you less than. Kind of like you mentioned, I think it was in the last pod, you're like, when you don't lead with the money, she's not valuing that. And she can't weaponize it against you if you end up losing it or whatever it is. That is a big thing. But like you say, when a girl actually fucks with you, all of that high maintenance shit goes out the window.
And that's the thing about like either if you're 100% or 50-50, if you go 50-50, people assume, oh, you're on some equality type shit. Or if you go 100%, it's what you said. It's like you've been programmed to believe that this is how it should be. You pay for everything, and like she makes her money. What does she spend her money on?
That's what, like,
this is another thing too with the whole 50-50 bullshit, bro. I addressed this once and I'm addressing it right now. I don't mind doing the 50-50 thing, or I don't mind doing the 100-0 thing, or the 0-100 thing, whichever way you look at it. Maybe I'm doing 100 and she doing 0, or she doing 100 and I'm doing 0, whatever which way, or 50-50. Like, bro, listen, me personally, overall structure, I'm going to say it's 50-50, right? And the reason why I say that is because I'm one, you're one, together we make a whole. 50 plus 50 is 100, that's the whole. You hear me? So if you go out to dinner, right? And you go out to dinner and then you want drinks after, right? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hold the dinner bill, you hold the drinks bill. I'm gonna hold the drinks bill, you hold the dinner bill. That's 50-50. Instead of me saying, oh, I'm gonna hold the dinner and I'm gonna hold the drinks. Like, no, unless your pockets is working like that, then cool. And don't get me wrong, even if your pockets is working like that, I'm gonna still say I'm an advocate for no. Example, me and my friend went on the other day, like we got some eats. Well, I just mentioned we got some eats. She said, all right, I'm gonna hold it on the eats. And I said, I'm gonna hold on drinks. We got some drinks, and I hold on the drinks. Her bill was a little different from mine's. Hers is down here, mine's is up here. But it doesn't bother me because instead of me paying damn near like what, $260, no, it was like instead of me paying a whole $300, it was I paid the $240 and she paid the $60 from the eats. You know what I'm saying? It makes life easy, you know what I'm saying? Because now you could save that $40 to yourself. Oh, is it 40? No, you could save that $60 to yourself. My fault with math. You could save that $60 for yourself, and then like she could save that $200 for herself. Like, so I'm an advocate for 50-50. But don't get me wrong. Sometimes me and her go, okay, I'm like, I'll buy everything, or sometimes she's like, I got the whole thing. Like even when we went out to I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like nowadays, this should be just so whatever the fuck it is. I just go with however I feel and however my tradition, my program is. You know what I'm saying? 50-50. Fuck with you.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you've taken pride in the idea of you're being exploited. She got all this money, she's just pocketing. You spending all your money, and you take pride in that.
Yeah.
It's like, brother, you've been programmed.
Exactly.
See, back in the day when a nigga was paying 100%, he also had 100% of the income.
Yeah.
The bitch didn't work at all.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. And I've actually known a girl, and I've actually told a girl this. I ain't gonna lie, I told a girl this was years ago. I was like, I really was just talking. But nigga, I was like, yeah, because she wanted to be my girlfriend. I'm like, yeah, you gotta give me all your money. But I broke it down, like not on some exploiting, I'm just trying to take a bitch money, but I'm like, if my role is to pay 100% of everything, like that's cool. But if I'm paying 100% of everything, I need 100% of our money. So if let's say I got $20 and you got $5, cool. I'm gonna take our $25 and I'm gonna pay for everything. If every time we go to dinner, I gotta pull out my wallet, then I should have access to all of our money. It shouldn't be, I spend my 20, you hold on to your 5.
Yeah.
No, that's our money. Just like my money is your money, your money is also my money.
You breaking it down. You breaking it down. Yeah.
And so I broke that down to a girl, and I ain't gonna lie, she was willing to give me everything she had, but the bitch was broke as fuck. She had like $200. I'm like, bitch, keep your money, and I wasn't interested.
It's easy to give when you ain't got it.
And it's like, right, like I got $1. Say if you're looking good, like yeah. But and then on top of that, I didn't even want to. I was just talking.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna. I said that to 2 girls, and both of them was on
both work?
program. And the other girl, she was like, "Oh yeah, my mom does that with my dad." So she was already raised understanding. Yeah, my mom gives all her money to my dad. So she just understood.
That's like another thing too, bro. Like we tell my shorty, like, bro, when you get paid, give me all your money. Give me. I got bills to pay. I don't give a fuck what you have to pay. Give me all your money. You have, like, right now, I'm even trying to build like a monthly tracker spending thing for her. And I need it too because my spending habits is terrible. But like, just give me your money. Like, give me your money, and I go from how I go from it. Like, but I don't know. Like, honestly, where I'm at with things, I just exist. You know, I exist until my breaking point hits. You know, that's all I could say. I exist until my breaking point hits, and until then it's just like, yeah, but
That naturally, but that's something. Yeah, a lot of dudes is just society has programmed dudes into just being enslaved, being exploited. It's so normalized.
Yeah, it definitely is. It is sick. It is sick.
But it's like, brother, it's winners and there's losers in this world.
Yeah, and it's like you either get it or you don't.
And I ain't gonna lie, like, you really realize, brother, if you gonna be top of the food chain,
Yeah.
what does that mean? That means I'm unlike all these other niggas.
Uh-huh.
So if you shouldn't even feel like you relate to none of these niggas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm different than all you niggas. I'm on the top of the food chain, nigga. There's only a couple lions in the jungle.
You don't follow the rule, you make the rules.
Like, brother, I shouldn't blend in with none of y'all. Real niggas stand out. So the more you start to really boss your life up, you're gonna start to alienate yourself from the group.
Only a few can fuck with you.
You start to realize, like, brother, I'm unlike everybody else, but that's what makes a nigga great. And so when you're in the pursuit of trying to make yourself great, you start to realize a big key component to that is being different than everybody else. Not go doing what everybody else is doing. That's what makes you unique. This shit gets deep. But we did the
That's another reason why females be fucking with me though. Like, I've been saying, and I don't even gotta say because they just know, but I've been saying, like, I'm different. I'm not your average guy. I move different, talk different, I act different. Like, I'm just different, and they just fuck with that, and you gonna fuck with me for me. Like, that's my biggest slogan. You gonna fuck with me for me, like, for me. Like, and that's why I say I don't leave with money. I don't leave with this. I'm just gonna be me, and you gonna fall in love. Whether it takes a day, whether it takes 3 days, whether it takes a week. It usually takes me a week, but some of them be like very. So it could take a little bit more than a week, and sometimes it could take less than a week. But usually, the ballpark is like a week and so. But yeah, I'm just different.
I just tell them, and I'll edit it depending on how I edit it. But we did a pod yesterday, got into this book bag, the status anxiety. But I wanted to get deeper into the bag.
You want to get deeper in the book bag.
I just felt like, and I feel like we started this pod great.
Yes.
You know, we talked about last time how it took a little energy to warm up.
Yeah.
But this one, and maybe it's just a feelings things, but this one I feel like it just got right into it.
Shit happens.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas have stories to tell.
No warm-ups needed. But yeah, I wanted to just get a little deeper into that bag.
Status anxiety?
Status anxiety. Is that something you've ever dealt with? Being anxious about making it in life or making a name for yourself, accomplishing shit?
In a way, it's funny how, like, at a certain age you realize of like, damn, I need to actually like do something with myself. When you're a kid and you're just like going through like school and shit like that, you don't even think about when am I gonna be in 15 years. But as you become an adult, everybody asks, what's your 5-year plan?
Yeah.
I don't have one. I'm just living life. I'm just going every day as that day. But I never really had, it's weird because ever since like 15, 16, I knew what I wanted to do.
What was that?
Be a correctional officer.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I never had that.
There was no anxiety because you had a plan.
Yeah, there was never like, oh, what am I gonna do after high school? I had a plan.
Yeah.
So there was never any doubt in my mind that I would quote unquote make it. And also it was like, I don't know what it was, but at an early age, I was content in my head. I'm thinking, I'm content with just getting a regular job, having a wife and kids. Like I didn't have to have nothing extra to feel like I've made it or to be happy. Like
Cup is full.
Like if my life just revolves around having a job and having a wife and kids, I'm thinking to myself, in my head, I'm thinking I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like niggas have never traveled. I ain't seen the world. I haven't been outside of Sacramento during this time, so I didn't even realize that there's so much more. But yeah, I really didn't have.
And that right there is a great point, though, is a lot of times the more options there are, that's what kind of contributes to this feeling of unsatisfaction. But when you don't have a lot or you don't seek a lot, and this goes back to a great quote from the book, but we discussed it in a previous pod.
Every time we yearn for something we cannot afford, we grow poor. No matter what our resources are, and every time we feel satisfied with what we have, we can be counted as rich. Being content is the true happiness. Regardless of what you have, when you're content, you truly wealthy, you're truly satisfied.
Wealth is really determined by your desire. When you have everything you desire, you're truly wealthy. When you're content and just, that's why my favorite song is Love Yours by J. Cole. When you just love what you have, whatever it is, that's when you're truly wealthy. That's something that this book kind of discusses. It gets so deep. There's so many quotables in this motherfucker, but that is a component of it, is curbing your desires, being content and continue. Learn how to be content, but also continue. It's a weird dynamic. This motherfucker got a lot of good quotables. I figure we could just go through a couple quotables, maybe to spark convos that can lead to other convos.
Absolutely.
We already touched on some of these quotes.
Anxiety. Do you ever find yourself having anxiety? Like is anxiety real? You know how some people don't think that depression, or is it depression or depression or addiction? Like some people don't think addiction is real.
What they do?
Nah, it is.
They just think you choose to do it. You are addicted to crack. No, you choose to do crack every day.
Yeah,
You're addicted to smoking cigarettes. No, you still choose. You can go through the withdrawals of it, but you still choose to consume whatever it is that you're consuming. Like porn. Niggas are addicted to porn. How?
Honestly, and you know, like I said again, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, because I'm just a real person and I don't want to like fake nothing, you know. But he asks how, right? Now, the reason, listen, I tell myself it's February 9th, or February 10th, because it just turned 12 o'clock. But I tell myself, listen, this is the last. January 31st is gonna be the last day that I crank shit out, right? Crank shit, choke shit, what do you want to say, right? Cool. I stood by my word. Didn't crank shit when I went on vacation. Didn't crank shit at all, because I left the 31st, right? Or the 31st and then like the afternoon. So didn't crank shit. The whole time I was over there, I was just cool. I was minding my business, cool. Came back, had some adult time with my shorty, and then like. And I was literally telling her, like, bro, the only thing I gotta stay away from, because I want to be in retention. And for me, retention is one of the best things that I ever, like, got into, right? But it's gonna be hard, because when you have a shorty, when you have a girl, it's gonna be hard, because you gotta fulfill her needs. Now, you can still be in retention, you just have to know when to stop. So when you're about to climax, when you get that 9-10, stop. Just stop and just breathe like 30 seconds to a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Or just breathe, like literally like meditate in that moment. It might be weird, but if you sure you know you should know you, right? Cool. But I was telling her, like, the only thing I gotta stay away from is choking the chicken. Next day, what I do, choke the chicken. Now he asking, how do people have an addiction to porn? Honestly, I don't know, but it's like any other addiction. Once you get a hang of it, it just grabs you. So, like, for example, people have an addiction to drugs, right? Now, they might not look at it as a problem, but in other people's eyes, it is a problem. And for example, for me, like, I won't say I was addicted to that, but it came to the point where there's a problem, and whether it's a negative, well, it is a negative. Being addicted to drugs is negative. So you have to turn the negative into a positive, and it has to be a switch. So me knowing I have to spend my money that I already don't have, or I do have it, but I don't want to spend the money because I don't like to spend it all. Whether it's clothes, food, I'm cool. I'm great. I don't need to spend it all. I like to save, but me knowing I have to spend $150, $180, $200 for an ounce of butter, whatnot, just to be somewhere else, and like once this ounce runs out, I gotta spend another 200 on that 200. Okay, so say, because listen, when I was really blowing shit down, and an ounce lasted like 3 days for me. I ain't gonna lie to you, 3 days, 3 days. Right, so say 2, 4, 6, 8, $800 a month. Say you buy 4 ounces for the week, 4 ounces for that specific month. That's $800 spent. That $800 could have been to go to something else, but instead you're spending it buying drugs, right? Now, you know that you don't have to spend money. You know that this is the so-called addiction. Just instead of doing that, find different ways to get to that high that you want, that dopamine high, or that get, like, however you feel away, which way you feel when you use drugs, get to that high. It might not be that way, but just find something that's positive to switch it. So okay, now instead of me smoking, I say, you know what, I'm gonna just go in my car, edit. I'm gonna just go to the beach and edit. I'm gonna just do this and edit. So same thing with the hub now. He's saying, how does people have an addiction to the hub, bro? I don't know myself either. That I'm trying to figure out, because I still can't beat it. I told myself, New Year's, you're done. New Year's came, I'm still doing it. Okay, January, January is it. February come, I'm still doing it. I ain't crank shit out this morning. Twice. Like, you see, but it's like, for me at least, I don't know about anybody else. For me, I think it's just the concept of like the nut is so good. Like, I don't, that type of nut that I get from cranking shit out, I don't get from box. Honestly, I'm being honest. I don't get that type of nut. And that nut is like, yo, you get that nut and you're done. You're tired. You don't want to do nothing. Like, it just that's literally how I beach. It just drains you. Versus like, okay, you get the kitty cat, you go another round, You might be tired in that moment, but you can go another round. You can go another round later on down. But that one, like, that's why I said I had to take a nap. So for me now, and also like I have, and this is gonna sound crazy, and if she gets mad, I honestly don't give a fuck. But I honestly have, like, I like what I like, and I may not experience that like what I like in real life. So the only thing I can do is just imagine in my head, look at it in the phone, and crank shit out. That's it. So if I like, yo, and me, I'm very specific when I be looking. I be looking at like redhead Latinas. I be looking at like, you get specific. You get me? So like, I don't know. I don't know why niggas is addicted.
I'm just saying how.
As far as I know, your body goes through some cycle to where your body becomes dependent on it. So it's like you're a different human compared to when you don't do it. So for example, let's say yes, we never did crack. So our body is this. We start doing crack, we are in a whole, like, our body is completely different. Our mind has become dependent on this. Is why you have the withdrawals.
And I don't be having withdrawals from it, because I could go 2-3 days, 2-3 weeks, 2-3 months, 2-3 years with it. But I think it just comes down to like, I have to just deprogram it out this brain. That's what it is. I have to like somehow, some way. And my biggest tactic that I've been trying to do is just like, there's this thing where you could block restricted sites on your phone. I've been trying to do that, but I already know that I could turn it off. Honestly, and then like I said again, the aspect of like, if I don't, like I said again, I was cool on vacation because I wasn't nutting. But it's just the concept of once I nut, the nut is not so good, so I have to get a better nut. And that's where the hub comes to. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't need it. I don't, like, my body's not dependent on that shit because it's weird. Like, even I was in the shrooms one time and I did it. And I just was sitting there just laughing. I was like, this is like a demonic spirit that has to go. It has to go because it's not like, think about it. Like, literally think about it. Think about you, a camera in the middle of the room, right? A camera right here, or a camera right here, right? And You record the video and then you watch the video. Like it just looks weird. You're literally like here looking at the video and just like that's weird. It's just weird. Like it's fucking weird, and it's other people. Now that's another thing too. It might sound weird, but this is what happens when you have fucking male cousins and the nigga posts so much bitches to the point where he's just bringing different bitches every day to the crib and like when I was little, my cousin used to be pulling hoes. And I mean, he fell off now, you know what I mean? But he used to be pulling hoes, and like just the hearing it, just the seeing it, just like all that just made me like the hub more, just because it's like and that's why I be even telling my shorty like, bro, like honestly, I don't really care for a 3-piece. I want a 3-piece with her. Whether it happens or don't happen, who gives a fuck? But like, just the concept of me watching you with said person, that it's gonna. I don't know. I'm weird.
So the drugs trick your body,
and has become dependent on this. Is why you have the withdrawals.
So the drugs trick your body into believing something
it damn near
else?
changes your body. And I ain't no scientist.
Yeah,
Just a regular nigga. But, you know what I'm saying? In a house with no furniture. So, you know, my opinion might not be that accurate or you know, worthy to listen to. But as far as I know, it changes your body. Which now you're addicted. Like, you need this substance like water or something. And if you don't, you go through those withdrawals. And some people die. From the withdrawals. Doing crack? Nigga, from the withdrawals?
From the withdrawals?
I think. But I ain't did too much research.
But it's like if you let's just say.
Do you not believe in the addiction? You're on that side of the fence, and you not believing it?
Damn near not. Brother,
and this could be a great debate because I believe in addiction. I don't believe that anxiety, depression, or shit. I don't believe in that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I understand, nigga. You could go through traumatic shit and you can feel bad, but this idea of you're clinically depressed, like it's something that you just have, like cancer. To me, it's all just a thought.
Yeah.
And it could be extremely hard to get rid of these thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, people go to war, have put, you know, PTSD, shit like that. And that's on the extreme end. But just in general, I just look at it like it's a state of mind. And we've discussed this already. Just, you know, your attention is focused on either negative thoughts of the future, of
the power of the mind,
of anxiety. Oh, I might not make it. I might not this. Or you're living in these negative. Your attention's focused on these negative memory loops of negative things that happened in the past. But that's a whole nother topic, depression. But as far as the addiction, I think the addiction does exist. You think it don't, and this can be a great debate.
Yeah.
But as I say, as far as I know, it changes your body in which now you're addicted to this thing. Niggas is sucking dick for crack.
They must like sucking dick. Like, not only do I like crack, but I don't mind sucking dick for the crack. Really? Like, you were gonna suck dick regardless whether crack was there or not.
There's actually somebody, I don't know if it was you who told me, or somebody else might have told me. They've made a channel in which they're doing crack to prove that was you that told me that. So you might as well do crack and prove to the people that you're not addicted.
I don't care about the theory that much to prove that it's wrong. Yeah. But it's like, nigga, I come from. Now, I'm not a crack baby, but it's like I have family members that were addicted to alcoholism, and drugs and all that kind of shit, and it's like. When I talked to them, I'm like, oh, how did you get off? They just said, I just made the effort to stop doing it. Or they had kids and, I stopped doing it because I wanted to have a better situation for my son. Yeah. So it's like, were you that addicted to, were you quote unquote addicted to it? Or did something happen in your life to come in front? Like crack was the best thing in your life.
It just was something top priority.
Yeah.
Something just top. So really it's just a priority.
I guess, yeah. It's like porn. You're addicted to porn. No, that's just like your main, you can be, instead of being addicted to porn, how about you just try having fun with video games. Maybe that will be your
new addiction.
Your new addiction, quote unquote.
And that's why I say you have to find the new addiction, the new positive to take out the negative addiction. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, like, bro, there's nothing really other than like, and it really only happens when I get bored too. Like, when I'm bored, because yesterday I was cool. Was it yesterday? Whenever I seen it. Saturday, I was cooling Saturday, right? But like, I got bored. And that's what it came down. Like, I got bored, and I just wanted to crank shit out. Like, I get bored easily. Like I said again, there's not a lot to do in this house. What can I do to not make me bored? Okay, I have videos to edit. Okay, I edit on my videos. Then what? What is next? Like, okay. Oh, you don't go to the gym? Go to the gym. Okay, I go to the gym. I come home. what's next? Like, I get bored. I have to have something at every single moment, second, hour of the fucking day to do for me not to get bored. Like, unless I go to sleep, and that's the other alternative. But then when I go to sleep, I'm wasting time. So it's like honestly, bro, I don't fucking know. I really don't know. Honestly.
Quote, or maybe you like to go to the gym every day. Are you addicted to the gym? You know what I'm saying? It's you can say you're addicted to the gym, but if you don't go to the gym, are you not going to be able to go to sleep until you hit your set? Technically, no. You can go
I
to
ain't
sleep.
gonna lie though. When I was starting off, I couldn't go to sleep. When I was starting off, I might have been quote unquote
addicted.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I would be in bed and it was like an itch. It's like a mosquito bite. Like I want to scratch this motherfucker. I would feel like that if I didn't hit my set. It was like an itch of I don't feel comfortable until. And there's been multiple times, 3 a.m, 4, whatever. We at the hotel, nigga out of town. I gotta hit my set.
Yeah.
But that's I'm not in that phase no more. I could get some rest.
And so like when they say they went through the withdrawals and they died.
Yeah.
Okay, the body needs food and water. And air. Okay.
And crack if you on crack.
Well, apparently. But I'm saying it's like when you're not on crack, I've never done crack, so I can't speak on it too much.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm assuming when you're not on the crack anymore, when you're going through the withdrawals, you lose your appetite. You lose your appetite to probably drink and to eat. Like I don't want nothing but crack. If I can't have crack, I don't want nothing.
My mama.
So that is when you go weeks without the things that you actually need, you die. You're killing your body.
Yeah.
You're already indirectly killing your body through the crack.
you cut off the crack.
And now you
the
cut
appetite don't come back.
Nigga, apparently not.
You
died.
You kill off the crack.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not, like you said, you're not a scientist, but that's what I'm just assuming is like, are you addicted or your priorities fucked up? Do you praise the things that are just bad habits?
And so you don't think you have no addictions? Isn't that what let me Google, what is an addiction? Ain't that what an addiction is? It's basically a habit that's so deeply embedded in you.
But see, that's the thing about addiction. Addiction is connected to negative things. So you would never say that you're addicted to going to the gym because now you're saying you're like, it's having a negative impact. People only say they're addicted to drugs.
This is basically you're seeking
things that cause disorder, relapsing disorders characterized.
A chronic relapsing disorder characterized by compulsive drug seeking and use despite adverse consequences. So when you're doing something that hurts you, but you keep doing it.
Yeah.
So let's just say porn. I ain't addicted to none of this
I don't
shit,
even think porn can hurt you really.
But I don't really too much either. But I've just personally never been nigga. But it's like it's some people that's they're just, I don't know. There's some niggas that's just
some niggas are just horny.
They're
just horny.
I ain't gonna.
That's another thing too, bro. That's honestly another thing too, where I don't like that. I don't like when we like. I don't. Like I've been telling the bros. I've been telling bitches. I've been telling my shorty. I don't like, and they know. Like they be talking. They be telling me like, oh, I'm gonna use the word because I don't want to get flagged or anything, but you know the word I'm gonna use, the happy word, you feel me? And I'm telling them that's not me because I like girls, I don't like men, you feel me? But I don't find enjoyment in, you feel me? And yet I'm just one horny nigga. I don't know how it works. Now I think, I don't know. I have to find something to like really tweak the horniness in me. But like, what can I do? I have a girlfriend. I can't do nothing. And even when I didn't have a girlfriend, and I was still it like nothing really like. You have to match my vibe for me to like dumb down the horniness. Like, if my vibe is not match, then I don't like. I don't know. I just feel like I didn't try everything. Pause. Heavier than that, but I done did everything to the point where nothing really moved me. So like now that I'm like kind of cuffed, the only thing that I've been asking for is a 3-piece, and I don't even ask for it no more because it's not gonna happen. Like I already have the perception in my head that it's not gonna happen. So don't even ask. It's not gonna happen. Don't ask. It's not gonna happen. Don't ask. And that's what it came down to. I don't ask no more. You know, if it happens, it happens. If it don't. Most likely it's not gonna happen. Just cause my shorty wants me to herself and herself on me. She don't have to share, and I tell her sharing is caring. She don't have to share, and there's that. But Yeah, I'm just a horny nigga, and I could fuck right now. I could. And it happened before. It happened multiple times before. Actually, I could fuck right now. I could bust 3 nuts from the sex. Best believe when that bitch is going home, well, the bitch couldn't even be here. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna crank one out and I'm gonna be satisfied because that one crank is gonna put me to sleep. Them 3 nuts, I still got more energy in me. That's why I bust 3 in the first place.
Don't lie though,
When
brother.
I was 12, 13, some niggas are just horny.
They're
just horny.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though,
When
brother.
I was 12, 13, I was jacking off 4 times a day.
I'm
not doing that no more.
I can say that this is the first step.
Yeah, I did tell her that. I did tell her that Saturday or one of the days I told her like, yeah, like back in those days I used to be doing 2 3s, 4s if it really came down to it. Nah, it's just like I can't do it. I got it in me, but I can't do it. Like it's a little challenge. I gotta take a little breaks.
It's a change. You gotta say it, brother. I had an addiction when I was younger. I'm not sure the age. It must have been teenage, because I didn't start jacking off till late in life, like probably 15. So I mean, it ain't that late. But the point I'm making is, nigga, at one point I remember, I don't know how, I got a cut on my dick.
You was rubbing your shit too hard.
No,
You was
what
aggressive
happened
jacker.
was I did it with no lotion one time, right? Bam, just regular
You
shit.
use lotion?
Yeah, I typically
I've been a
do.
raw dogger. I don't use nothing.
All right, you different.
I do that too. Back in my younger days, I used to do the baby oil, the coconut oil. I got the coconut oil now, John, but I don't use it really coconut oil. I just crank shit out. Like after this stream's over, what do you think is gonna put me to sleep? It's 12 o'clock, nigga. I'm trying to go to sleep.
Got tough skin.
I like rough.
You got tough skin. I didn't have tough skin.
Yeah.
So nigga, I did it.
Or I got soft hands.
You know what I'm saying?
Continue.
Or you got soft hands. I got calluses.
Yeah.
Because I work hard.
Because you work hard.
All right, so nigga, I'm rubbing dick with hard calloused hands. I'm fucking. It's like sandpaper on the dick.
Oh my god.
So I had
shit
cuts
hurts.
on the dick. So then when I used the lotion the next day,
Yeah.
it irritated the cuts. Basically, it irritated the cuts and made it itch. So I'm
Ooh.
scratching it now.
Now you have an STD.
No. no. No.
Imagine getting an STD just through jacking off.
All these niggas have STDs. We all infected. But nigga, I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I scratched a layer of dick.
Or the skin off?
Real talk. Like, and I'm talking about it was getting bad.
God damn.
And nigga, it was getting so bad that look, so all it took was a couple days to let the skin heal, but I couldn't wait.
You
so
had
I
to do it.
Had to jack off. So
You
nigga,
went through the pain?
I went. So this was
But
a
it was so
cycle.
pleasurable?
It was a cycle.
Yes.
It was like so look, being first time it irritated, I scratched, and then a layer of skin come off. Not the whole dick. If you imagine this huge dick,
Dick is made of complete vibranium now.
Look,
oh
man,
my goodness.
Look, just okay. This huge dick that I have.
The length of the room.
Right, like this huge dick, a piece of it, like a piece of skin. It wasn't
Yeah.
like the whole huge dick.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
The whole dick didn't fall off.
Right, the
Yeah.
whole dick didn't get skinned. I didn't skin the whole, like, you know how you
Yeah.
skin potatoes?
Yeah.
It was just like one thing, boom.
Yeah.
But the lotion irritated that one part, so then I scratch it again, which would open
The wound.
a little bit. And it was a cycle, because then all it took was, okay, let the dick heal and then get back in action.
Can you
I
put a
couldn't-
Band-Aid on the dick?
You
Is a
could,
Band-Aid
but taking
safe?
it off is gonna hurt.
Oh, I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
you don't want to
God
do all that.
damn.
Plus, I didn't need it. Like, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, the dick skin is different. It just it's different. Like it feels different. You notice that? Like
The dick skin is thinner than
you know what
actual
I'm saying?
skin.
It ain't like this skin.
Yeah.
It ain't rough.
It ain't thick.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well, mine's thick. I don't know about yours. Mine's thick. I got thick skin.
but nigga, long story short, I was in a cycle and this happened for probably like a month. I thought I was fucked forever.
God damn.
Like I'm not gonna lie, it got to the point I'm like,
You could have caused permanent damage
no bullshit. I thought I just fucked my dick up. Like it got to the
before
point
you even got to really use it.
and the thing is, like, it would itch. Like, nigga,
This nigga Chibu is live right now, and he's in a house full of black bitches. Oh my gosh, I'm scared.
I'd be at the gym. This was
Itching.
I ain't gonna. I must have been like 18, 19 because we was going to the gym at the time. So yeah, it wasn't 14.
Well,
15.
good thing you weren't in
lied.
high school at the time. Imagine walking around high school with itchy dick.
Yeah,
He got
scratchy
itchy dick.
Right. He got crabs.
Stay away from him.
Right. But no bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. For like a month, I remember we go to the gym and
shit,
it's
my
like
fault.
it itched hella bad. So I'd itch it, and it felt so good. You
To
know,
itch it.
Yeah, like you know what good like.
Yeah.
cleaning your ears or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like you scratching something and it just
Yeah,
feel,
yeah.
so that's what fucked it up is scratching it felt so good, but then afterwards, like immediately afterwards, it was this pain because I just scratched a layer of dick off. You know what I'm saying? So that's why probably my dick's so thin now.
You lost a little girth.
I didn't feel
Like this is only 65% of what I was capable
like
of.
if you bitches had my old dick, y'all be satisfied. Like I'm a different man now. But I ain't gonna lie, that right there, I can genuinely say like
You were addicted at one point.
I guess you could technically say it was an addiction because I was doing something knowing that this is gonna fuck me up.
Oh.
Like I know, I shouldn't do this, but I gotta do this. And it was to the point, like nigga, even with bitches, like, and like I say, it was only like a month. But nigga, I'm withholding on fucking actual regular bitches because I don't want them to see this dick.
Okay.
And then, like I said, it was only a month, but it was a
Yeah.
month of like, okay, I gotta avoid bitches because if a bitch sees this dick, she gonna think I have some.
You have so many bitches, you have to avoid them.
So
Holy
it's
fuck.
I mean, that's something I still deal with.
Yeah.
Just having to avoid and stiff arm these hoes, it definitely gets it's a headache.
Yeah.
But
Great headache to have.
but I guess you.
Heavy on that. I'm a teaser type of nigga. I want to tease bitches. I know there's one bitch. I name drop, but I can't give it a clout. Yeah, I've been knowing her for a minute, and she's a thirsty bitch. All she can say is that she gave me chrome piece. That's all she can say. Marcita's been in her mouth. That's all she can say. Bitch been trying to fuck me for years, nigga. Years she been trying to fuck me, and I keep dubbing it. Listen though, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not an advocate for this. And it might sound crazy, but she could have took advantage of me one time. I'm being honest. I was lit. I was in her dorm and shit like that. And she could have took advantage of me. That was the opportunity of a lifetime right there, bitch. She should have took the opportunity right there, right then, nigga. A nigga like me, I didn't give a fuck what was going on. Like, and the thing is too, I wasn't even supposed to get lit because I came and I was like, yo, I gotta go back home. So I'm not even I'm trying to get lit. And they was even there in that bitch smoking. And I'm like, I don't really smoke from people. Unless it's just me, whatever. And then like somehow, no. Well, I got lit. I was drinking Angries, but Angries don't really get me lit. They just get me like a little sauce, a little, you know. But I got her like a tequila or whatever, and they was insisting that I drink the tequila. So I'm like, fuck it. And like I said, I wasn't supposed to because I was supposed to go home. The Angry had me right. Listen, regardless, I'm sir, you know what I mean? I'm great at maneuvering, but I wasn't supposed to get lit. I ended up getting lit. Then she's like, "Oh, you can stay the night." So in my head, I'm thinking I could stay the night. That's the reason why I got so lit, because I could stay the night. Cool. But she should have taken advantage of me that day that she had, because I was just, nigga, I was with it all. Like, what you want to do? I'm just like, give me lit. I dare you. Give me lit. I dare you. But she didn't take advantage of me. Ended up going home. Well, no, I ended up sleeping in the car because I was banty. Woke up the next morning, doors open. I'm like, nigga, you went to sleep with the door open, nigga? I'm over here throwing up crazy because I'm banty. You mean? But yeah. And then like the other day, I called a bitch on some like, cause when I'm with my cousin and shit, she be wanting me to just call these random people to see how they doing this shit. So I be just calling random niggas. The bitch gonna answer the phone talking about what she said. I think she's like, what you want? How you call my phone? No. I was like, I called him like, yo, where you at? She's like, oh, in the dorm. I'm like, she's like, why you asking? Why does it matter? Or some shit like that. I said, what? But you ain't talking to me like that. You ain't talking to pimping like that. Then guess what? Call my phone, talking about, oh, Marm, wow, no, wow me now, but you was talking crazy the other day, cuz. You
can technically say I was addicted, but I believe in addiction shit. I wonder what the people think. This could be a great point of the pod too. Start having debates on this motherfucker. So much of what we talk about, we agree with.
On the same side.
Yeah, we agree with. So it doesn't. I think the disagreements can add great dialogue, create great dialogue.
Absolutely.
So what else do you think we disagree with besides addictions?
Addictions. I'm better at all video games than you. You
I
probably.
mean, results don't lie, and that's the thing. I don't want to have to talk about stuff when we have results.
Oh, okay. All right.
We have actual results. We have footage on there. Like addiction, we can't bring out the stats. With video games, we can bring out the stats and the facts.
Well, hey,
And
I
you-
hope he
you-
drops all the footage because we played a game the other day of college football. I hope he drops the content.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
It wasn't
even
good enough for it
they
to
wouldn't-
drop.
We could drop it, but they wouldn't be impressed by your performance. To be master,
I don't want to blow a nigga out, but I'm
couldn't
capable of
blow a
doing
nigga
it.
out.
I'm capable of it.
No.
But that's not a good game. Blowing somebody out by
not.
30 is like, but a close game is what
Should
they
we
want to
just
see.
discuss the blowout, the 40-point blowout a nigga just had?
Those happen. I'm not like
No, that-
those. Like
that
I'm
does
not
not happen.
tripping on. Like if you like, I'm not tripping on
Blew
that.
this nigga out by 40 on 2K. That's insane. I made you stop liking the game.
I never liked the game.
No, I didn't like the game. You was like, no, this 2K is better. And now you're like, fuck this 2K.
You didn't like the game because at first when we started playing, you were losing, so you didn't like the game. And now all of a sudden you like the game. Why?
No.
Because you started winning. The winners.
The winner's effect. The
Yeah,
winner's effect. I ain't gonna lie. Even when I was winning, I was like, this game is like, I've always said 2K gets worse every year. I've always said that. Like,
Just because it's trash doesn't mean you can't like trash.
that's a great point. That was just a bar. I'm gonna let you dig deeper in that bar. Let me let my dog out real quick so we can piss.
I've dealt with a
You
lot of
like
trash
trash?
bags. I've dealt with some trash bags. Like
You was a trash eater?
you know, I used to deal with trash, so it's like, you know, I know some of y'all like to, you know, eat out the garbage, like trash, but it's like 2K, I'll use 2K for example. The latest 2K is trash. Now 2K, let's say 20 isn't trash, but I'm not gonna go all the way back to play 2K20. It's like that was in the past, it's done. I'll adapt, but it's still trash. And you know, I like to play trash. I like to deal with trash sometimes, you know? It's like a girl. You know she's trash, but you deal with her because this is your only form of pussy.
Heavy on heavy on the adaptation, heavy on the I could just adjust. I know it's trash, but I can just adjust. Heavy on that. I have and had my fair shares. And same thing we just talking about with the shorty that took advantage of me. She's trash. That's why I wanted to give her the benefit of that, to give her a name drop. But she's trash. Like, if y'all see this bitch, y'all know what I'm talking about. She's trash. Honestly, she's trash. She's trash. Like, she's trash. Cool person though, but just trash. Trash and well, for her compartment, she's good looking. Because I've seen worse than that. But from my compartment, she's not good looking. It's trash. Like, trash. Really, the only reason that niggas really fuck with her, from my knowledge, from her knowledge too, is because she's an eater. And she's not like the bestest of eater, because I had a way better eater than her. But, like, she's eater and she's easy. 2 E's, double E's, come on. Eater and easy. Who wouldn't love that? Like, but like I said, I have my fair shares, and I had my fair shares of trash. You just gotta adjust to it, man. It is what it is.
You know she's trash, but you deal with it. Do you, quote unquote, this is your only form of pussy? You know she's trash, but you deal with it. Do you, quote unquote, like it? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you can find some likable qualities about the trash. But
that part.
You don't want to eat out the trash. So, you know, with that, you know, kind of is what it is. But, you know, shout out to all the trash eaters out there. Now, see, I dealt with trash because I didn't have nothing else on the plate. I only can put garbage on the table. So that's what I had to deal with. You know, shout out to all the trash eaters. Let us know if you believe in addiction. Is addiction real? Is it not real? Say some of the addictions that you go with. You know, this is a community. Is there a difference between positive addictions and negative addictions? I know addiction is more also on the negative side, but is there some positive addictions that you have? One could be going to the gym. One could be you're addicted to reading books, figuring out the storylines and all that kind of stuff. You're addicted to working, you know, if you make content, you're addicted to making content. But it's like, I think addiction only if it negatively affects you. That was the actual definition.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the definition. There, you know, words be having multiple definitions, but that was one of the definitions. Yeah,
words have multiple definitions.
Yeah, brother, you know that.
I know, like there and there, two different spelled differently.
Okay,
have
just
different.
think of a word. What's the word?
Him. There's only one definition. Male.
Him definition.
Yeah.
There's two. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's two.
Let's think of an actual word.
Celebrating. It has two. So that words have multiple definitions. But anyway,
Yeah, 'cause
you
it's a verb and
saying
it's
you
a
talking about
noun.
addiction?
Yeah, I was asking them, is addiction more on the negative side of things, or can it be positive and negative?
Yeah, it definitely has a negative connotation.
Yeah.
But depends on what you're addicted to. Get you some good addictions. I saw this one, it was like that show, you know that TLC channel where they was like My Strange Addiction? This one person was addicted to exercise.
Were they hella skinny or something?
Hella skinny, and they would just literally like, I saw one person that was addicted to showering. She would shower like 8 hours a day. Or some weird like 5-hour showers.
Like a constant 5-hour shower, or
She would just keep, well, she would take like a 5-hour shower and then take another one.
Yeah.
And like her skin was peeling. And
See,
like,
that's
yeah, that's an addiction. That's an addiction. She was clean though.
She's bored. That's what that
clean.
was. Boredom.
But one thing I love about my dog, and this is just all animals,
yeah.
he doesn't know how to do anything but be a dog. Like, he's just a dog. And the point I'm getting at as far as how it's more relatable to everybody else is, I think all of us, just men, society, humans, we've been domesticated. And so many people, that's why you have to unlearn the being a nice guy. Is because you're not born a nice guy. You're born on something of me, just babies are, you know, selfish, just me. And then you are taught manners. You're taught being polite. You're taught put others before yourself. You're taught do the nice thing. And it's like you're domesticated. You were born on some like just a man. But you've been so, it goes back to when we was discussing, to our raw form, a dog is just a domesticated wolf. But we've domesticated him to where now, okay, he's we can have him in the house and it's not a problem. I feel like that's what humans are. We've been domesticated so that we can be in this house and shit don't go south.
Yeah.
But when you're learning to become more alpha, you're learning these skills, you're learning to stop being such a nice guy. A lot of times it's more so you're just learning to be your more authentic self.
That's a tough one, brother, because it's like if you're not domesticated, if this dog isn't domesticated, he goes out into the free world. Who knows the next time he'll get something to eat. Well, he only has acquired that because he's been domesticated. But if he was born into the wild,
and if he wasn't domesticated, he'd be eating us.
Yeah.
Like a wolf in this house would attack us. So, and this is why I say this is the balance. Being domesticated makes it to where we can live together. It's
And
like
safe.
it makes it to where like with us, for example, bam. Humans being domesticated, there's a good element because it makes it to where we can have a civilized society. People aren't just attacking each other on some crazy shit. So that's the benefit. The negatives is when you're so domesticated, you lose the qualities that make you valuable. So for example, like let's say a dog. Now my dog is more so just for looks. But let's say you got a dog. Hello? Yeah, I'm filming. What's word? It's like for example a dog or whatever. A key element to the dog or just animals of what makes him valuable is is being able to be dangerous.
Yes.
Being able to protect, having the claws, having his sharp teeth to where he could bite and whatever. Especially like a security dog. Him being more vicious is more him closer to his authentic self, but because he's domesticated, it's like he can serve both purposes. He can protect the house and be loving.
Yeah.
So that's like the ideal dog. But when you're so domesticated to where you lose that, a lot of dudes just take it back to humans. It's like they've been so domesticated, they've lost that element. They've become harmless.
Yeah.
And so it's actually ruined you. And this goes back to, nigga, I love Batman. But Bane, one of the greatest things he said to Batman, he said, victory has defeated you.
It softened you.
It softened you. And he even mentioned something like that. He was like, peace has softened you. And then that was the next thing he said, like, victory has defeated you. And basically, it kind of goes to that. A lot of times, the comfort, the nice things in life, the success can ruin some people to where they lose that hunger. They lose that dog in them.
Yeah.
You get tucked off, and now you don't have that drive that you used to have.
Yeah.
So it's like that balance. But for some people, they've been so, comforted their whole life. They don't know how to activate this element. And that's why they a lot of times people are seeking help to get back to their authentic self. You get what I'm saying? But it's that.
I might be off a little bit, but I could agree on that, right? And the reason why I say that is because prior to the I don't care, I don't give a fuck me, it was just me. It was just, I was so sweet, and I was so loving, I was so kind, I was just me also. And I'm still me. But it's just a different, it's a different tweak, you know what I'm saying? But to say this, my shorty be wanting me to change certain things, and I'll be telling her, like, I don't mind changing. Whatever you want me to change, I'll change. Whatever you want me to tweak, I'll tweak. I don't mind it. But it's like, since I've been out that game for so long, I don't know how to change it. And up here, it's just like, if I do change it, is it gonna fuck up the structure that I already have now? And that's why I don't really care to change it. And she loves to say I don't care. And I could agree with her. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But I do care, because if I didn't care, the thought of me changing it, or the thought of me telling you, or not even the thought of me telling you that I'm willing to change it, it wouldn't exist at all, because I wouldn't give a fuck. So I care to a certain degree, but it's like, I don't care to figure out how to really change it. Like, I'll change it when it comes to change, but like, you know, prime example, the whole church thing that I was telling you this earlier today in the video, in the lot, whatever, right? I told her, I bought us Bibles. You know what I mean? I bought her Bible right here. Look, I bought her Bible, fresh new Bibles. Her Bible, my Bible, her Bible, myself a Bible. Her in pink, mine blue. I don't know why I got her in pink. She like yellow, but I don't know, whatever. And I did tell her, like, when I come back from vacation, we will start going to church. Vacation, I'm going to church today, cool. But she wants me to change, and she's over here nagging about, oh, if it were for you, you'd care more, and when it's come to me, you don't care. It's not that I don't care. It's that I'm so used to with things working on my timing that now I have to adjust. I gotta slowly start adjusting to your timing, to your program. And I don't mind it, but it's gonna take me some time, because I've been out that game for such a long time. I have been in a relationship since 2019. It's 2025. So I have to slowly back adjust to that program, to where, you know what, I and I'm not saying I don't consider her, because I consider her in everything I do. She might not look at it as that, but I do, and I have to consider her, and I gotta start thinking how she would feel, and I gotta start moving in her time, like slowly adjust. But I feel like I've been so, I don't know, I'm gonna use the word tamed, or like, just, I guess you could say I've been so used to this concept of me being single, me doing the things on my time, me doing the things on my program, to where I have to adjust now. You know what I'm saying? And she doesn't understand. And I don't know what to make her understand. I don't know. I'll be my biggest thing, honestly, is just, I call quits. That's my biggest thing. If you don't understand, just call quits. And it shouldn't be like that, because nothing in life would work like that. If you don't understand how to do the job, you can't just call quits, because then how you gonna pay your bills and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to. You want to lose weight, you know how to work this machine, you can't call quits. You could do a different machine. You could do a different, like, same thing. You could do a different thing in the job, and still do the thing, still do the subject that what you're focused on, but you don't call quits. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing I'm working on that, because I'm quick to call quits when things are not going the way it's supposed to go. I'm quick to call quits, just because it's like, I don't want to deal with it, and you have to deal with this. Certain things in a relationship, of course, but I don't want to deal with it. I've been in a relationship since 2019, and I haven't been dealing with nothing that isn't supposed to come my way. If that makes sense, you know. So if it comes down to, like, yeah, this ain't for me, then this is not for me. I don't want to deal with it, and it's fucked up, because it's like, how does she feel when it comes to me? You know, she's putting up this. She's dealing with certain things that I probably do and I don't. That she doesn't like. She probably deals with certain things that I do that she doesn't like, and she doesn't call quits. But it's like, bro, you have the opportunity to call quits. It's there, you know. But I think I'm just so quick to call quits, just because I don't want to deal with it. I don't need to deal with it. It's a choice that you're making me deal with it, and I choose not to deal with it. And when I say I don't want to deal with it, it's going to be a problem. So to avoid that whole problem, you're really gonna call quits for the whole thing, you know.
life, they don't
But I'm
know
working
how
on it.
to
I'm working on
activate
it.
this element, and that's why they you know, a lot of times people are seeking help to get back to their authentic self. You get what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that balance of, but this shit gets deep. But
No, yeah. Because a lot of times the let's say dudes in prison, a lot of the times dudes that are in prison are considered animals. They're animalistic. They just have or if you don't want to even use the word animalistic, they just have tendencies, or they're intrigued by things that destroy society.
they're untamed.
Untamed, and it's like they just do whatever it is that they want to do.
They're like the wolf.
Exactly, but they're dangerous to the actual society, so we have to put them in cages.
Get rid of them. Yeah.
So it's like for those but it's kind of weird because it's like,
But sometimes prison is what they need, you know, for people who come out of prison and they're a different human.
Yeah.
Now they're more tamed.
Yeah.
Now they're more the domesticated dog. Now they're able to live in society. You had this crazy wolf. You took him to wolf camp.
Yeah.
Took him to prison or whatever. Took him to the zoo. He got domesticated through that program. It's like a rehabilitation program.
Yeah.
And then he came back to the house and now he's domesticated. But some motherfuckers come back and they're still fucking crazy. So obviously sometimes it doesn't work, but
Yeah.
isn't that ultimately supposed to be the point of jail, is to rehabilitate?
That's
to
what they say, but it's like, there ain't enough resources. Nobody really gives a fuck. The correctional officers, they want to do their job, get their money, and go on about their day.
And then I think another big component is our culture idolizes that aspect. And I think this is why so many people look up and idolize, like when you just look at hip hop culture, rap music, is because it's that raw animalistic energy of just nigga, you to your core.
Yeah.
That animalistic, just that macho nigga, I'm the man, blah blah blah. And you there's an element of you that speaks to. But our culture celebrates this shit so much to where even when dudes get out of jail, for example, they can't adopt this the mentality of being domesticated or just being a civilized person because they feel like that's weakness, and they
Yeah.
look up to this gangster shit.
Yeah.
And this goes back to your identity. When you identify as, like, you are your identity, you are what you identify as. So many niggas who they can't refuse to identify as a gangster. That's embedded in, like, they refuse to not identify as that. They can't erase that title. And so it gets tricky. But
It definitely get tricky.
it's like, what do you identify as? What do you idolize? What do you look up to?
And it's weird. I don't know why I'm stuck on the prison shit, but it's like prisoners, the 100% of the population of prisoners, 70% of them come from single
Parents.
single parent, particularly single mothers. So it's like if 70% of the population is raised by single mothers, you would naturally feel like they're being domesticated because the woman is domesticating them. Typically, women are domesticated.
But, and this is why the man is needed, is because typically the man is the disciplinary. And if you don't have that, you can't domesticate him. I can't domesticate my dog if I can't enforce some type of consequence. If he pisses on the couch and I don't know how to, the nurture is the feeding them and the nice shit. If I don't know how to punish him in a way in which he will stop doing the bad behavior, I can't domesticate him. He's just gonna run wild. And so
That's what I was just telling y'all. Punishment is key. Your shorty acts out of place, punish her. And it sounds crazy to say, but just punish her. You don't talk to her for a day. You don't speak to her for 2 days. You don't see her for that day. If y'all supposed to know, you're not seeing me. Your punishment. You put on dick restrictions. You like dick so much, I'm gonna put you on dick restrictions. You're not gonna get dick for a week. You're not gonna get dick today. Punishment, and then the small little punishments is gonna make the whole churches change. So instead of her yelling out, she knows not to yell because you're gonna punish her. Instead of her hitting you, she knows not to hit you because you're gonna punish her. I'm telling you.
So that's why fathers is so important. That's one reason why they're so important, is because a lot of times they're the disciplinarian.
Yeah.
You don't really fear your mom, especially the older you get. You realize it's like she can't do nothing but yell.
Yeah. And I feel like, man, we can, not all men, but most, if you got a little bit of game about yourself, you can instill like common sense and logic into your child.
Yeah.
Women, we all know women are mostly ruled by their emotion. They're truthfully loyal to their emotion. And if a good man is ruled by his logic, because he knows if he's ruled by his emotion, men are physically capable to do dangerous shit. So if all men are ruled by their emotion, they're going to fucking run wild.
You got to be strategic. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and this one thing, going back to Charleston White, because I fuck with a lot of his interviews and shit he be saying, but he said one thing, speaking on what you're saying, men are naturally the hunters. If you're ruled by your emotion, you're not gonna go hunt because you're scared. You have to be ruled by your logic and your strategy and go, even though it's dark out and I can't see nothing, I gotta be strategic, I gotta do this and that. So it's so deeply embedded in us because it's what's helped us survive. Like survival is you can't rely on your emotions. That's gonna get you killed.
Yeah.
And you know when people say, oh, they got daddy issues, that girl got daddy issues.
Yeah.
Dudes and girls be having daddy issues, and what happens is when you don't have a father in your life, you start looking for a father in the outside world. This is why girls they're typically the ones who they're giving their body to all these dudes, because and that's ultimately what women do, is they're looking for a father figure. This is why when a woman gets married, traditionally the father hands the daughter off to the husband, is because the husband now plays the father figure role to the daughter. The father used to protect and provide for her, but now you're protecting and providing for her. She used to carry my last name, now she carries your last name. You're playing the father figure role. And even for a dude, this is why a lot of dudes join gangs and shit, is because they're looking for a father figure, and typically the OGs or the older dudes in the neighborhood, they start following their leadership. Oh, these other gangster niggas is doing this and doing it, and then they kind of get in these gangs, and typically gangs involve kids. Adults don't join gangs, kids join gangs, and then they get older and blah, you know, they don't leave the motherfucker, but they're looking for a father figure. Like you say, a lot of them are coming from single parent, they don't have a father, so they see other dudes in the neighborhood who seem to be the macho or the cool guys, and they end up, nigga, they're seeking guidance. You looking for a daddy. Fatherlessness, not having a father figure, that shit, nigga, it's major. Dudes and girls can suffer from that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what being fatherless taught me is you just gotta grow up. You gotta grow up fast. You know, there ain't really nobody there to teach you anything. But I had my fair shares of fatherless females, and they actually, like, I don't know why God be doing that to me, but he be bringing all of them, actually. Like, mostly every female that I talk to either has a step pappy or just no pops at all, and it's just moms. And I just be like the little, you know, it sounds crazy to say, but I just be like the little, like, really your dad, you know, honestly. Like, I'm gonna give it to you how your dad is supposed to give it to you. You like it, you don't. And I think that's another reason why they fucking me so heavy, cause like, it's like this nigga's really telling me real shit that I need to hear. You need to hear this, and you need to understand, like, this is what it is, this is what it ain't, you know. But it's crazy. I ain't really think about it like that. How you just put it out.
Dude, can you suffer from what are mommy?
Dudes and girls can suffer from that for sure.
Dude, can you suffer from what are mommy issues? Like, we know what happens. Okay,
when she don't got a father, she's fucking the world trying to look for a father figure.
We understand the daddy issues for both men and women.
Yeah. Now, mommy issues.
Do you have a lack of compassion? Do you have a lack of human kindness? I guess compassion is maybe because, you know, a lot of they say, like, women they show the compassion behind it. So if you were never showed that physical touch or that physical love from a woman, it's like you don't really know how to show compassion or show feelings. Not really feelings, but I guess compassion is the only word that I can say.
Yeah. Maybe, because that is something that the women in my life have taught me the most, is like virtues and quote unquote just being a good person, quote unquote. That's something that was embedded in me from the women in my life, like virtues being kind and loving and compassionate. Whereas the men in my life more so taught me the idea of like being hardworking and getting shit done and not being ruled by your emotions, but being logical. And so they taught different things. But mother issues, I really don't know what mommy issues would consist of, but I'm sure that does exist. There, but I wouldn't really know what does it look like? Yeah, like what is mommy issues?
Yeah, not too sure. The only thing that I can say, and I only could think of this because I know family members that actually went through it, but it's like they had overbearing moms that were too controlling, didn't want them playing sports because it was too rough, or just being too controlling to where now they resent women because they identify women as controlling them. So now that they resent women, now they want to control women, but more in a negative physical way. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I don't know if I'm wording it right, but that's the only thing that I can think of, because I know family members that mom was over the top, like grandma chill.
Did they have a father?
The dad was there, but it's like the dad was more like chill and passive, laid back. Yeah, I guess you could say that, a little bit more passive. The mom was just overbearing and just aggressive.
That is something that's going on in society, and this is something. Remember, I was like that. The dude who wrote the Nice Guy book was doing a podcast.
Yeah.
But he was kind of discussing this where we all have masculinity and femininity within us. Every relationship, there's gonna be a dominant and a submissive in the dynamic. But basically, because women have been so masculinized and men have been so feminized, most relationships, this is what he was saying. And I agree for the most part. But he was like, most relationships, the woman's the one who's playing the dominant position where the man's playing the submissive position. It definitely, it's a whole lot of shit going on. It's a lot, and I don't got the solutions for a lot of this shit. Like, real talk. But that's why, like, I just try to help niggas out who want to be helped if I can help. But I do want to give niggas that warning ahead of time. Like, nigga, it's a regular nigga talking. It's like we did pretty good for ourselves, but.
Just giving you life experience.
If the results don't, you ever buy a product and it's like that warranty.
Results may vary.
Results may vary on this shit.
Like you can get a 6-pack if you're that nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't lose your girl trying to be like these other niggas or trying to be like us. And he got the strict program. I'm gonna have a strict program, nigga. You gonna be homeless? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that it definitely is something that a lot of people deal with. But I don't really know what mommy issues would consist of.
I think that's the only thing that I can, that's the only thing that I can think of is, and it really has that effect if the dad isn't, because a dad can be there, but he has to be like present and like actively active being a dad or being a father, whatever. And it's like, if you don't have that, it's like, nigga, you grew up taking orders around women. So now you get in a relationship and it's like, it's the normal thing to do. Your mom made your bed, cleaned your room, made you dinner, all these things. So that's what you think a woman should be doing. But also your mom instructed you to do everything. So that's what you also think. And a lot of these niggas, a lot of niggas don't know what to do.
Like,
so it's
everybody's looking for, and this is why it's so important. I remember you said, on a previous pod, you were talking about like girls, they're the ones who pick guys, but they always pick the wrong guys.
Yeah.
You were like, you said something like, you're attracted to the wrong things. You're talking about girls. You're like, and one thing, and I'm gonna get back in this bag. I don't want to forget. What was I just about to mention?
You were saying women are attracted to the wrong things.
Well, that was one, but the original thing was, guidance. We'll get back to the guidance. But one thing I want to touch on when the whole attracted to the wrong things, I think this applies to guys and girls. A lot of times, what you like the most isn't necessarily what's healthy for you. We like sugar. It tastes good.
Yeah.
But that shit'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
We like drugs. It feels good. I don't do drugs personally, but it's like humans like drugs.
Yeah.
Makes them feel good, but it'll fuck you up. So this applies to all humans. Just like girls, they're attracted to the guy who typically isn't the one that's going to take them serious. But it's the same as dudes. Like the most sexiest girl is typically the girl that's not wife material. When you go to a store, the girl with her cleavage out and showing her ass, that's the sexiest thing, but it's a lot of times she's not the one that's quote unquote wife material or worth investing in compared to the girl who's dressed modestly. She's not as attractive. You don't get turned on as much. Yeah. But she's a better pick. Yeah. And so both guys and girls, if they ain't laced with game and they don't have the discipline to pick what's best for them, they gonna fuck up. It's a lot of dudes who, nigga, they trying to pick the OnlyFans model or this and that. And it's like, nigga, why are you're retarded? Yeah. So it's not just a girl's issue. It applies to both, but that's the whole side. That's the side quest. Yeah, side quest. But anyway, going back to the guidance. Yeah. It's like we all need guidance. And this is why I think religion is so powerful, is because it gives people overall guidance. Men and women, it's like, nigga, you need guidance. And this one thing, I think this is really the difference between niggas who make it in life and niggas who don't. It's really just that guidance. When you look at athletes who make it, a lot of times they've had a goal, kind of like what you say. It's like, I knew I wanted to be a correctional officer. So because I had a goal, I knew where I was going. Yeah. There's no, nigga, I'm not just traveling on the road wasting gas. I know I'm driving this way to this destination. Yeah. And that's really where most people, I really realize, just even within myself, is like, it's not so much that people aren't hardworking. It's just you don't have a goal. Even when it comes to editing videos, when I have and this is what I always say, a lot of times in the beginning, I get quote unquote writer's block where I don't really know where to take the video. But once I break that, once I know, okay, this is the direction that I'm going with the video, I'm so hardworking. I'll be on this laptop all day. But if I don't know where to take it, that's where I have those days where I'm kind of having lazy days or quote unquote, like I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to find, nigga, where to, I feel as if it's like I'm driving on the road, but I don't have a destination. So I feel like I'm wasting gas. And then what happens is, because of not having a goal, I end up getting distracted. You know what I'm saying? I end up distracting myself with pleasure because I don't have a purpose. Then that's when it's, oh, nigga, let me go do this. Let me go fuck around. Let me go hang out with the homies. Let me go party. Let me go, nigga, fuck a bitch. Let me go jack off or whatever it is your distraction is. Let me play video games for an hour. Let me go take a nap. Because you don't have that purpose, that's when you start, nigga, distracting yourself and chasing distractions, chasing pleasure. I think that's so powerful. Is that guidance, that purpose, that having a goal. That shit'll change your life. Like, I promise you, most people, nigga, it's not that you're not hardworking. You just don't have a goal. And that's what most people are looking for. I need a destination. Like, nigga, I need to put something in this GPS.
So how do you acquire that? How do you acquire that goal?
At least for me, this is just what worked for us. Was, nigga, we turned our passion into profit. We turned our passion into something profitable. So for us, it was just chasing our passion. Just like going back to the athletes, it's like, okay, I like basketball. I just do this. And that was my goal, was to make it with this shit. But like for us, we like the YouTube and the fucking around going to different places and shooting these videos. And so we just invested all of our time into that. And then it ended up working out for us. So my advice is always try to find a way to monetize your passion. Like, especially in today's society with the internet, you could really monetize and make money off literally anything. I got bad eyes, so I can
Focus
never...
is off.
Yeah,
It's focus cancel on there. Like, you're
nigga, the way he just affected that focus is fucking with my eyes. I ain't gonna lie.
blurry right now, brother.
That's the thing though. Sometimes this motherfucker will focus on you and not on me. My mama, that shit was off. It's smooth now.
How come it just don't focus on the picture? Are we moving around too much? Are we not moving enough?
Brother,
like, what's
that's the thing. Nigga pay way too much money for this shit not to be working.
Expensive things comes with expensive problems, brother.
I really don't know how to use this motherfucker completely. So I take it more so as a mob. It's like, I'm fucking, bro, I got terrible eyes.
Yeah,
I can tell that shit is.
When will you get glasses?
I need glasses.
Or is it just you don't like the style of having on glasses, or like, are you ashamed, brother?
Ashamed? You know what's crazy? I used to always think it was, cause nigga, my dad always was squint. So growing up, I would see him squint,
and you wouldn't squint.
And I always thought that shit was clean. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I used to squint, and I didn't need to squint. When I was a kid, I used to just, cause he watched the TV like that, like nigga, like even to this day, like
when I
nigga,
squint, I see less.
No, when I squint, I see more. Every time. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, my eyesight is truly bad. Now, I'm not even like, it's bad.
It's like you close your eyes see more.
And nigga, what squinting does?
When I close my eyes, I see less.
No, squinting helps me tremendously, but it's bad. I didn't have several situations where it's like, nigga, I'll be like, somebody who I've met before will be like where that camera is,
and you don't know. And
I genuinely don't know until I get close or unless I squint, and I feel like I don't want to stare at a motherfucker, and if I don't know him, so it's
yeah.
Anyway, nigga, but going back to what was I just talking about? Oh, you was asking about why don't I get glasses?
Because you need them, prescription.
I'm not opposed to it completely. Just the only thing that like turns me off as far as glasses. You ever see niggas with those tan lines on the glasses?
That's why they be having the clear joint. And it's all about how you rock it, Dad. It's all about how you rock it.
I could rock this shit regardless. You know what I'm saying? Nigga gonna get.
And there's readers glasses, and then there's like I need them every day.
That's another thing too. It's too much. Like it's these glasses. Like I feel like what the fuck, nigga? Like an old man. Like. Gotta pull out my reading glasses. I gotta pull up my driving glasses, and it's like,
imagine you're on a date with. Hold on, I can't see you.
My dating glasses. Like, then it's like, what do you do, nigga? I'm fucking with glasses on.
Hard.
Like that ain't hard. Like
and then you take them off, put them on her so she can see you.
Bitch, see what I'm seeing. But yeah, I definitely need some glasses for sure. But. Yeah, shit is crazy. This has been great dialogue. We ain't even really got into the book too much.
I ain't even got into the book bag yet. We need to get into the book bag.
But this was great dialogue.
Status and anxiety.
So we already discussed how, because I'll probably combine the pods a little bit, but we discussed how, nigga, the two quests that people take. And this is another thing, I've even talked about this, like, nigga, status equals self-worth. But a lot of times when people chase money in this, it's not even about the, like, basically it says the benefits of high status are seldom, rarely limited to wealth. Like a lot of times the benefits of being wealthy, it's not even or the benefits of being quote unquote high status, it's not even about the money. It's about the respect you get. As much as money, they seek the respect that stands to be derived from the process of gathering it. That's really what people are chasing, is respect. People chasing that respect, but I ain't gonna lie. Like,
this was one thing that I saw. It was something like it had to do with like wealth and riches, but they basically said I don't need money or no material things to make me feel wealthy. I just want love from the ones that I care about to feel accomplished or well. And then he was saying, is wealth, depending on, no matter what it is that you need to feel wealthy, is wealth the need for things that you get the things that you want, or is wealth, true wealth, not needing anything?
And that's kind of what this book discusses.
Uh-huh.
Like, is true wealth when you get to a position where you go, I don't need nothing? Or is true wealth having the ability to get anything?
Like, he denounced material things, but he praised, I guess you could say, spiritual things, like how people treat you, respect and all. But he was like, I don't need anything I don't need nothing.
And brother, this is why I was telling you, like, that's kind of the point I got in life.
Yeah.
Like, my cup got so full, I just realized, like, I don't need nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just satisfied. Like,
it was an interesting thing that he said is like, okay, you denounce material things, but now he's denouncing spiritual things. I don't need any of this shit. I'm fine within myself. It's like the ultimate content, but like, he's like, I have unlocked a new level of spirituality.
Yeah.
Like,
who is this man?
Some white dude with a Make America Great hat again. But
we get anxious about our place we occupy in the world. This place will determine how much love we're offered, and so in turn whether we can like or must lose confidence in ourselves. So basically it's like, nigga, the place we hold in the world will determine the love we get from the world, which will ultimately determine our confidence. Remember we was talking about how our confidence is based on
the winds,
the way the world treats us, the way the winds, the this. I only know I'm funny because the world laughs at my jokes. I only know I'm good looking because girls look at me, or girls give me attention, or girls smile when I talk to them. It's like the world, in a sense, kind of determines your inner world, in a sense.
Yeah.
So it's like this weird balance. But this was another good little bar, and this kind of relates to a lot of times hate only comes from people who
are closest.
But he's like, we envy only those whom we feel ourselves to be like. We envy only members of our reference group. Meaning most people aren't going to be jealous of Drake, because I don't know Drake. But if, let's say, your high school homie became a multi-millionaire, because you feel like you're part of his reference group, you were raised around him, same neighborhood or same high school, whatever. To see like him get 20, 30, 100 million, that's where the envy starts to come in, because you feel as if
that could have been you.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be there.
And this is why a lot of times people don't support you. The people who know you don't support you. Strangers support you. You're more willing to buy, and this goes back to, nigga, and we've dealt with this. Not, and it ain't been an issue in our life, but it's like a stranger will buy our merch before a homie will. The homies is, if it ain't a free hoodie, I don't want it type vibe. We see ourselves as fortunate only when we have as much as or more than those we grew up with, work alongside, have as friends, or identify with in the public realm. So basically it's like, nigga, relative to kind of your environment, if you're the richest in your group or out of all your friend group, you feel like, nigga, I'm in heaven. But if we're in an environment, let's say LA, or just a more competitive environment, let's say all our friends were in the league and all our homies was this and that, maybe we would feel a little less accomplished.
Yeah.
It just really makes you realize, like, everything really is mental and kind of like environment based, and it gets deep. This is why some people can be hyper successful and you go, why are they depressed? Because they're around people who are more successful. They're a small fish in a big ass pond compared to being the big fish in a small pond. And it's like everything is relative. Like, you're only tall compared to other people.
Yeah. But if I'm around an NBA team, I'm the shortest one there.
You know what I'm saying? And this is why, like I said, it's like everything ultimately is really determined by the environment. We're always told, like, just have confidence, or it's all internal. But you start to kind of realize the external world plays a part on the internal world.
Has there ever been statuses that you've acquired in life and then, like, you've lost the status? Or maybe a status that you didn't have in life and then you gained that status?
You say money.
Huh? Because
I didn't have money, now I got money. I gained the status. Money's an indicator of status. Like, everything.
Maybe I meant like a title. Maybe I'm into title.
Like funny.
Like, for example,
funny, now he's not funny.
Like, when I was a kid, all the boy cousins would meet up at the grandma spot. But the older cousins are like the head honchos of all the cousins.
Yeah.
Like, they determine if we're gonna play tag, whatever it is that we're gonna play. And then it got to a certain point where I was the only cousin with a video game. So then I would bring the video game to grandma's, and now everybody's looking to see, what does Jay want to do?
Yeah.
So it's like,
you became the head honcho.
I became the head honcho, like, basically through having the money.
Yeah.
It's like you said, you got money, got status. But yeah.
Oh, this was another key thing too, though. It was like, we basically take pride in things that we put a lot of effort in.
Okay. We take pride in things that we put a lot of effort in.
Yeah, like this is why a lot of times the most self-conscious people, for example, are people who are very attractive. But because they put so much effort into their looks, that's why they're hypercritical. Or like the dude who's super buff be the most self-conscious. Whereas a skinny dude takes off his shirt, no problem. Whereas a lot of times the buff dude, he's self-conscious of taking off his shirt because he goes, I don't have a pump right now. I'm not looking at my best.
Yeah.
Even though you look better than most people, you're self-conscious because you put so much pride into this.
That's the bro. That's BK right there. I remember one time we was going to the beach. These BK's peoples and whatnot. And the niggas like, yo, we literally just left the gym too. Went home, showered, put on clothes, picked them up, cool. Niggas like, yo, you got the band in the back? I'm like, yeah. He's like, alright. We get there, I got this pump. We get to the beach. That nigga's over here using the resistant band. I told him put it underneath his foot. Do like a little, you know what I'm saying? Just for a little pump. And I'm thinking to myself like, BK, nigga, look at you, look at me. I'm damn near like small compared to you, and you over here like doing all this extra shit for this Khaleeti's, like, bro, like. But.
And this goes back to what you people, you're self-conscious because you put so much pride into this. And this goes back to what you had just said.
You
like,
said it,
there's
not
two ways
me.
to make a man richer: give him more money or curb his desires. Now, what would you prefer?
That's
Less
deep.
desires or more money?
That's deep.
I want a little bit of both.
You want a little bit
I
of both?
like combo deals.
You like the combo? You like the burger with the fries?
I like combo deals. What you want? You want more bread? You want less desires?
That's a tough one because I feel like wanting more money, it isn't bad, but it's the things that come. What are you willing to do to acquire more money? Those are the things that lead to destruction and make you not be able to sleep and look at yourself in the mirror at night. Is like, yeah, I got that bag, but it's like I had to do something that isn't honorable. Wanting more money ain't the issue. It's the what am I willing to do for it? You know, all these statuses and monies and titles and all these things. It's like, it's a good thing, but just know, like, there's two sides to every coin, brother. There's a heads and a tails. Now, me, I prefer tails.
I like heads.
You like head? Okay.
I like heads.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's two niggas, two different programs. You feel me? He want head, I want tail. That's the thing. Jay chase that cat.
You
Jay
like
take-
that cat?
I like that cat.
That wicked?
But, now, what's the difference between the blue highlight and the yellow? Is this more relevant, less relevant?
Nah, I just had like different.
You just ran out of ink?
Basically, it ain't crazy. But you see, there's a whole lot on here. Like, I'm writing citations. Like, you would think
Bro, get these niggas some quotables. There's too much quotation. I know you just didn't quotate it to quotate it. It was quotated for a reason. One book. Maybe do you have it? The Ways of the Superior Man.
Yeah, I got that book.
Oh God, we got to get into that one after we gonna digest this one. But I ain't gonna. I
don't
like
know.
that book.
It should be up there, but I might have, cause I remember.
You let somebody borrow it.
I might have let somebody borrow it, but that is a book that we could dive into.
I like that book.
Or you could bring that book over if I don't have it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
like
that's
that
another
book.
book we can dive into.
I like that one.
But nigga, this motherfucker at 3%. We could cut up here.
Absolutely. This one.
You like this font?
This, my opinion. It's just my opinion. This one's better than yesterday's. But maybe because yesterday started off slower, this one, it just immediately
picked up.
Yeah, maybe that's the different feeling that I have from him.
But I ain't gonna lie, feeling is so important. Feelings is everything.
Gotta sit like this during the book bag. Look at my hand, legs crossed.
It's a sophisticated bag. He's in his sophisticated bag. But yeah, this motherfucker got low battery, so we'll go ahead and cut it there. This was a good pod though.
This is a good pod.
Good pod.
More book bags to come.
More book bags to come. More bags to come overall. And yeah, stay tuned, man.
Appreciate y'all.